Oh my god, it's three of us on a face cam. It's a new year, probably the first three of us video of this new year. And, everything's going great this new year. It's all been perfect and lovely and a nice break. Except, there's been a murder. And Tree's company has been decided to figure out who it is and verify via the interwebs that we were correct. What's up, everybody? Here's my the lead detective.
Chauncey, I'm here.
Also the lead detective.
Yep.
Wait, you can have two leads?
And then Rob.
Co-leads.
And then Rob the coffee boy.
I'll just be here heckling, but I'm definitely not a lead. But hold on, how do you have two leads? What's happening?
But where's the box thing?
Oh, I don't know. Over here.
We have this thingy. Murder Noir.
It's the Christmas gift.
Yeah, this is the Christmas gift. This and a bag of dicks. So we have to figure out who did it.
Man, I ate the fuck out of those.
I didn't eat them near evidence.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. That was not part of the kit. But whatever. We have this murder mystery thing. This was Chauncey's idea, so if this video is terrible, you can leave comments below that she shouldn't make video ideas again.
Mike, don't do that. We're literally going to make this the best video we've ever had.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Dare. You know what's going to happen? You know why? Because we have the video and you see my little pimply face.
Yeah, you finally got a camera for this idea in this video. Alrighty.
Did it just for her.
Alright.
Thank you.
So there's been a murder.
So, Sven Larsgaard, he died on the set of his own movie. There's so much evidence in here. So, I'm looking at the incident report. This one. So, it's like case report.
What does it say?
It's the statement from Officer Stan Gonzalez. It says, upon arrival at the scene of the crime, Rita Hajer, who is that? That's
Rita Hajer.
And she is what? What is she?
She is the cinematographer.
Hot.
What? By the way, this murder mystery has been cast by Netflix.
I don't think I'm a good detective. Already.
Yeah. Good detectives never get names right. Like Fluffy Domingo and Nemo.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be Thoggermorton, for sure.
Alright, what does the statement say?
So she insisted on submitting a confession.
Case closed. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. We're the world's greatest detectives.
Now, the question, is it her handwriting?
Yeah.
Right there. Already?
Yeah. So she's like, she reviews legal representation. She calmed down. She requested to withdraw her statement and requested immediate presence of a lawyer. So her statement reads, I can't believe I'm writing this. I killed Sven Larsgaard. He told me to set up a camera. Then he asked me to give him some medication at 10 minutes after 5 o'clock. He gave it to me, told me to leave the room and return with the others. It was all supposed to be part of his pranks. His dumb pranks. Exclamation point. He would never commit suicide and implicate me without my knowledge. I think I gave him the wrong amount of medication. It was all my fault. It looks like she says, I'm desolate, but that doesn't make sense. I can't forgive myself for this.
I'm distraught.
No, it's like DESOLATE.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I deserve to be punished for taking the life of my dear friend. I confess because it is the right thing to do. Tearfully. Wow. And this like signs your name. Tearfully. And then Rita Hajar. Wow, that's like, it sounds like you're like writing a letter to your mother. Like,
yeah. Can we just throw that in the garbage?
Alright. So
she thinks she did it.
Okay, that means nothing is in the garbage. I don't trust that. I could literally bite off my left toe before I believe that. Continue on.
Bite off the left toe.
Alright.
So now we have a bunch of... we can roleplay. We have entire scripts.
Mike, do you like...
Oh, it's the interview with Fluffy Domingo.
We have interviews, yes. So we can script. We can read it out.
What's this, English class?
Yes. All right. So who wants to be Fluffy Domingo? Rob, you feel like a Fluffy Domingo to me.
So HPD
Man,
must
I
be
really
the
don't want to be
department,
Fluffy
and
Domingo
then
if we're gonna be real.
All right, Rob, do you have the Fluffy Domingo interview in front of you?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
I have like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Like classic old black and white noir detectives, I'm drinking on the job.
I'm drinking out of my corksicle straw.
That's Gatorade, such.
You're a hard blow detective right now, right there.
I'm drinking out of my little,
Drinking out of your
my little
Turbis,
bendy
such.
straw.
Yeah, sitting side saddle on a chair, drinking out of her little bendy straw.
All right. What do we feel Fluffy as?
I don't know. Look at Fluffy's face.
Yeah, look at
He looks like a Cuban guy from Miami.
he's
That's what he looks like.
a gay Cuban from Miami. Can you do that?
Gay
And really
Cuban
play up
from
the
Miami.
Netflix gay.
Okay, well, we'll give it a try.
All right. So this is the head of the police department. Can you state your name in relationship to the deceased?
I'm Fluffy Domingo, eh? And I'm a reporter in the Filmmakers Quarterly.
You were at the scene of the crime, correct?
Yes, well, in a manner of speaking,
Oh wow.
Sven had rung up me in the earlier in the day, claiming that he had the story of a lifetime for me. I made an appointment with Anna, who handled the price of the bookings, and we met at the Chand Green Room, and we were hoping to get the interview of Sven shortly afterwards. That obviously didn't happen. And when we went up to talk to him, we realized that we've been scooped.
What did you see?
That's a freaking good question, love. Finn was working in the bullet of wounds on the head. Rita went over to check on him. Started out shouting, calling for an ambulance, 911. It was odd. Telling you it was odd. 2 ambulances arrived.
2 ambulances arrived. When did Mr. Larsgaard telephone you?
Freaking how should I know? Like, do you know how many calls I tip and get? Freaking, I swear to God, 1,000. The film business has been 2 days. Man, all types of coverage on this one. Don't do that. There's all types of coverage. That'll been the best person to cover it. You know who the best is? Fucking Fluffy Domingo. You know who I say again? Fluffy Domingo. He's the guy. I'm telling you. All I remember, promised him the story of my lifetime. Never got back to me. Don't know what to tell you.
I'll take a note.
And just let you know, he smells like funny. Just let you know. So did you discover the body? Anybody found it? Like, what's going on? Hello? I've been over here, like, just doing my own thing for, like, a long time. I don't understand. Was it suicide? Sure looked like it for me. I don't know what's going on.
I cannot comment on that at this time.
Let's be real, love. There's something odd going on. Don't lie to me.
What do you mean?
Well, everyone with that white veiny boy pulling up on one of the... Man, I gotta look at the camera and, like, it just...
You don't have to. It's okay.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
It's pulling one of those fantastic pranks. You know, the me and Jinless tricks. Sleight of hand. It's basically a magician, if you were. Say the facts called him up out of the blue. Should pick my interest, if you were. Me and Anna always ringed whenever the movie was... Oh, God, it's falling down. Hold on.
I just imagine his pants are falling down.
Oh, well, hold on, my pants. I can pull my pants up.
Oh, it's falling down.
His pants are falling down.
Hold up, detective. This happens all the time. Hold up.
Literally all of them, like the lugs out of my ear, just makes my pants fall down.
Oh no, detective. Don't you want to torture me?
I mean, him and Anna always rings when the movie comes out. And tries to see if good or fluffy. It just bad.
Splash singing pizzazz.
Sing some of the pizzazz. You know how it goes. We there, we everywhere.
Do you think that a police investigation suggests a prank?
I'm just so sad you're coming at me like this, sideways. Like, so you think it's a suicide? In my opinion, the man is desperate. Box office sales not being what they were. I mean, you know how it goes sometimes, Buff. Well, these things streaming platform. I mean, don't do that. So I've been hearing rumors, though. He wasn't totally healthy. Maybe doing a little... You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why his movies were so good.
So the good news is this, it sells the papers well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you very much for your thoughts. We have not confirmed suicide at this time.
I'm so sad. There's no way you be thinking this is a murder. It's even more juicy than that. Don't do that.
No comment.
How are you? I'd be looking into Mr. Longer Barger. We're gonna call him that. So what do we want to call him? Hold on, we'll
I'm
get
good with
that out of the
Longer
way now.
Barker.
So we're gonna
Lorne
call him
Grabber.
If
I
we
think it's
actually call him
Lorne
Grabber.
Lorne
or
Grabber.
What do you want to call him?
He's Warren Grobber, but
Lorne Grabber. Mr. Lorne Grabber.
I see. Well, we're looking to Mr. Lorne Grabber. He's been arrested several times in stalking Rita. He's rumored to wildly jealous of Azar. Oh no, there's so many different names all of a sudden.
Yeah,
oh,
no.
fuck. Dominating Rita's time with I actually can't like shorthand. I actually have to like read it now. Oh shit. Dominating Rita's time with their shared passion for cinema before their divorce. I see.
cool. There's a divorce.
I'll forward the column where it covered this. I see.
No,
See?
thank you. I'll be in touch with any further questions.
Is there a
All
back?
right.
There's not a back.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I was trying to get funny with it until they're like the last like three
But-
lines actually had some juice
okay.
in it. Hold on.
Two ambulances.
Yeah.
Bullet hole, so it wasn't an OD.
Not that
Unless he
I'm
was
gonna blame
shot.
everybody else, and it's definitely not us that makes it hard to follow. Definitely not.
No.
Yeah, definitely not us. So
Yeah, it's not that you can't
if
read
you
along.
look at if you look at the evidence
I
pictures,
want a free.
there's a picture of him on the floor. So this is evidence. It's the crime scene photo.
Well, how do you have that? Where's that?
It's in the other pieces of paper.
Yeah, there's like little
Yeah,
pictures
but how do
of
we
them.
have that yet? I thought it's sequential order, so I thought we go from this to the other actual police report.
Well, they would have had this just before all the statements. But they didn't. I'm not sure if there's an exact order.
Is that how
If
it
there
I see.
is,
So you
ours-
you
our
give
box
out
was
the
rifled through
copies
beforehand.
of
Yeah,
the
our
report
box-
to the people.
Our box was rifled through before we started this, so I'm not sure what the order is.
Yeah. we've
Man,
never had
well
her.
then help me out. I need help.
I don't think there's strict order because, like, the interview you just did. So this is all back in the video, by the way.
Right.
So the interview you just did. What's his name? Fluffy Domingo said.
I got like 6 copies of that.
Yeah,
Chilling.
Fluffy Domingo. Well, no, they're all different.
There's
people.
they're different ones. There shouldn't be multiple copies.
Yeah, they're all
They're
different.
different
It tells you
interviews.
at the top interview with, and it's all the suspects from the card.
Oh, they're different dates. I see.
Yeah.
But so at the very end of the Fluffy Domingo, he said, "I'll send you the columns where it talks about how he's a prankster and shit." And we have a snippet of a column saying Lars Guard, irrational, like jester. So like, there's stuff in these statements go along with evidence. So you're like trying to corroborate, I guess, and
Right.
and find.
Well, yeah, like classic Trumpy style.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a real order. What I mean is, like, you can read them all through if you want, or you can try to find the evidence that goes along with the statement, or...
And it
Well, I officially loosely grabbed all of my papers and grabbed all of the Schwumpties.
Good job. We have to. Alright.
So let's see what we got here. You said this picture of like the dead guy. All right,
yeah,
let's see
there's a
what we got.
picture of the crime scene of him dead. So it's like the evidence photo crime scene on June 10th, and you can see like the gun is like backwards from like where his hand would be.
Yeah, his death makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Is
And
there blood splat
So it wasn't suicide.
versus where the gun's at?
I also
Makes
love
no
the
sense.
clearly, like, photoshopped gun.
I know, right?
Yeah, hold on. They gave him like the.
I'm better at Photoshop than that. the PNG slid over the gun.
yeah.
They
So
killed the man. They killed the man on his back,
so he
and
didn't
then
suicide.
photoshopped the gun.
So he didn't suicide medication. So Rita,
Unless he was shot post OD.
yeah. But Rita saying that Rita killed him with the medication doesn't make sense unless she killed him with the medication beforehand
And then popped him.
and then popped him
Or
with
somebody
a bullet.
else came in and popped him.
With a bullet. Yeah.
But
I
so
mean,
the thing that stood out to me
Depending on
right now with the Fluffy Domingo is the 2 ambulances.
The 2 ambulances.
right.
And
The divorce. Rita Hajar divorced Larsgaard.
mm-hmm. The
I mean,
divorce.
evidence the same day. If you're going to run the evidence on the syringe, I mean, there's no. As a man that runs regular insulin on the boy, you don't just have like a 7.5 syringe chilling. The man's got stabbed and was trying to do some Trumpty. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Or
like
he pulled it, and he didn't use it.
and it says it was fingerprints found on syringe, small amount of insulin found in syringe located in restroom syringe container. So he has like one of those disposed needle containers in the restroom.
A needle safe
Right.
thing.
Mm.
It's Hollywood. They're doing drugs all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're so good.
Okay, I was gonna read the 2.
Columns.
Was there anything
Go
else in Fluffy Domingo's thing that we need to? So this is from Fluffy Domingo. Is there anything else that we need to pull out of there?
Yeah, there was a third one, but I can't remember.
Okay, I'll let you look.
Promised a story of a lifetime. If there was no story, maybe he popped in and created a story.
Oh, like he's like maybe it was a prank gone wrong.
Yeah, prank gone wrong. Or if Fluffy did it, it was because he wasn't offered the story of a lifetime like he was promised.
That's very simple. Don't do that. We definitely have way more to cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was gonna read the 2 news articles about him because it also said that he needed money, that like his movies weren't doing good, and he was trying to like maybe like drum up.
Well, if he started doing blow instead of insulin, maybe he had
And this
better
is still the
ideas.
same guy, correct?
Yeah, Fluffy said that. So I'm gonna look at.
Just still flipping.
I'm looking at the. This is the one I'm looking at first. This Los Angeles Chronicles from the 15th, 2010. So this is an old article because he died in 2022. So this is a 2010 article. Larsgaard. It's about his pranks. So in 1995, director Sven Larsgaard's first film prank premiered at the Cannes Film Festival and promotion of the film magazine Mood when he let sheep run amok in a screening in 2002. Larsgaard was rumored to have kidnapped a Norwegian bobsled champion as well as the Olympic torch in order to promote his movie Cooler Sleddings.
Cooler sledding.
Weird
Like cool.
flex, but okay.
It's like Cool Runnings, but worse.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Okay.
Paired with a funny accent, toothy smile, and joyful demeanor, outlandish pranks have consistently bolstered director Larsgaard's public image as a bon vivant. His hijinks and pranks are usually the sort where even the victims claim they were well treated. Most famously, the Norwegian bobsledder Joachim Beer claimed a decade ago that he found his kidnapping relaxing. Things might be about to change for the eccentric director. Larsgaard is currently the source of ire from the Los Angeles Union of Professional Stunts after an unfortunate accident where one of the most promising members sustained serious injury while attempting to belay upside down the side of a Manhattan skyscraper as part of one of Larsgaard's pranks. Acclaimed stunt performer Josephine Brugger lost her footing and swung along the side of the building in free fall. Due to her extensive stunt work and own expertise in free climbing, the young stuntwoman survived by clamping herself onto a half-opened window. Much of her injuries, which range from broken ribs to a punctured eye, were due to the impact she experienced as her body crashed into glass. Brugger relayed to the Associated Press that the pressures of an incompetent production schedule and lack of resources led to an unsafe working conditions. It is safe to say that her career as an up-and-coming stuntwoman is undergoing an indefinite hiatus. Her loss of eyesight in her right eye will be a challenge to overcome in the world of stunts. She almost certainly will suffer from painful post-traumatic arthritis for years to come. Much to the chagrin of the union, Brugger has declined to press charges. In a public statement, she related, no amount of money can repay the damage this accident has caused to my psychological and professional well-being. In an attempt to contact Brugger for comment for this article, her teenage son, Felix, answered the phone. Before defiantly slamming down the receiver, Brugger's teenager screamed, "Do not call here again, but for the record, Sven Larsgaard belongs in prison." Brugger is a single mother since her ex-husband, Florian Heimer, passed away over a decade ago. She also has an adoptive daughter, Anna, who she raises as her own. This accident undoubtedly brings new challenges to her life, as well as those of her children. Please tell me that Felix
Heimer is the stuntman on the movie.
And what about Anna, the adoptive daughter?
Anna Berryfield?
Is Anna the same Anna Berryfield?
Public relations?
Could it be? Could they be brother and sister? Could we have a brother-sister tag team killer here?
Could be. And just for the record, while you're reading that, there is a little paper of fingerprints. And whose head is it? So you can go onto the syringe fingerprints. And the two fingerprints belong to Flora Strand and Anna Berryfield.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Detective work.
We're making some progress. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so we have the evidence from the 2010 article. I think the takeaway here, Felix and Anna, kids of stunt women injured. That's the takeaway, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Rob?
I don't know.
I'm not
convinced yet.
We still have a lot of things
There's still a lot of stuff to go through.
That's the thing. I'm not convinced yet. Like I have some sussies, but like
I mean, I hear you. I'm just taking notes.
I'm thinking like most murder mystery movies, every single person's gonna have some sort of motive.
Oh yeah, everybody's gonna have
Sure.
some motive, some connection.
Yeah.
But I don't see it yet. Like
I don't see.
Okay.
You have like the flagrant obvious, but I don't see the sussy
I don't-
like
I don't-
underlying.
The syringe had whose
Yeah.
fingerprints on it?
It had Flora Strand.
Whose prints does it have again?
Flora Strand
Right.
and Anna Berryfield. I don't know who Flora Strand is.
Yes, I don't even see Flora. So who is that?
Yeah, I don't know who that
Yeah.
is. The murderer, that's who that is.
And the syringe had
Goddamn murderer.
diabetes medication, right? Insulin?
Insulin.
Yeah. So then it would look like a heart attack. Like it would look like an innocuous.
But is it strong enough motive to do murder?
That he like
I
ruined
don't know
grandmother's
who the
life?
fuck Flora Strand is. Like she's not even in the show.
Yeah, I don't know who Flora Strand is. Was
Like,
she-
hold on, give me the Flora Strand and then we'll talk.
Okay. Well, I haven't figured that out yet. Well, we're gonna. Okay.
No, that's why we're here.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna read one more. I was gonna read the other article real quick.
Okay.
While we were talking about the press guy, I wanted to read both the articles. Okay.
Well, which one?
So this one's the Larsgaard Options 90s bestseller. Flora Strand's Murder Noir.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Flora Strand, she's the author
She's the author of the
book that he's adapting to the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he about to do it dirty?
I don't know. Let's
Go off the
let's
rails?
fucking find out. So this is a 2018 article. So this happened in 2022. This article came out in 2018
Okay.
about the 90s bestseller, Murder Noir.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Man, this is
article.
a
Which
post-COVID
one
movie
do you
murder.
read?
They were not allowed
Like a-
within 6 feet of each other at the time.
Like, help me out. Where are we reading?
This.
Picture on the right.
Yeah, it's like a little newspaper clipping.
Yeah, it's a newspaper clipping. Oh, we haven't gotten
Oh, I
there
haven't
yet.
seen
That's like
that
a
yet.
magazine one.
Dude, like you guys you've been shuffling all this type of shit up. I haven't looked at anything. Don't do
No,
that.
you're good. Oh.
Oh, what?
No, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to
Some
it.
interesting evidence popping up in there.
If I fucking up and it's before that, what's happening?
No, we don't know what order it is in for you.
No, we don't know.
Well, I don't actually see what you guys are looking at.
It's
Anyway,
like a
continue.
little.
Oh, while I look for it, you're good.
Did you find it?
No, he said
No,
continue while you look
continue.
for it.
Okay. All right, I'll start reading. Okay, so 2018. Sven Larsgaard's production company, run by his colleague Julian Lorne Grauber, that's what he said? Grauber, has optioned the rights to 90s literary star Flora Strand's book Murder Noir. Larsgaard is set to rewrite the screenplay from the abandoned 90s bestseller, which has been out of print for decades. It should be an unusual collaboration. Flora Strand has been assured that she has screenwriting consulting rights and the right to visit the set by Larsgaard himself. Those who remember Strand's big splash have wondered how will Larsgaard's manifest a prank this time. Larsgaard has long been rumored to be behind some of the decade's most outlandish pranks, since many of these odd occurrences appear suspiciously timed with the latest release of one of his films. A woman rappelled down a building for his 2010 film Manhattan Money Heist, an oddly titled thriller focused on a jewel thief who would rappel down skyscrapers as a means to attain diamonds. While diving headfirst down the side of a 42-story building, remember Mr. Larsgaard's stunt crew suffered a debilitating injury. At the time, there was speculation that Larsgaard's career might take a hit. Larsgaard, however, continued in his prolific way, releasing films every few years. The premiere of The Lure of the Panther, which came out in 2012, was accompanied by the escape of the only panther in the Los Angeles Zoo onto the streets of La La Land.
Forever.
No one, however, was able to prove Larsgaard was involved. His fan base applauded his audacity. Larsgaard was a suspect for the Panther's release onto our city streets because it has often seemed that his pranks and capers often reflect the content and stories of his films. The Lure of the Panther tells the tale of an older man so transfixed by a panther that he facilitates its escape from a local city zoo.
He's trying to bang a panther? What is I don't want to see this movie.
Yet those familiar with the original book Murder Noir might wonder how Larsgaard hopes to reproduce the events of the novel in real time this time. The story centers on a female protagonist who fakes her own suicide as a way to capitalize on insurance money. Dr. Herbert M. Monroy, a psychologist specializing on the niche field of the psychology of film directors. What the fuck kind of a psychology degree is
I
that?
believe this is real in Hollywood.
12
I
pages
100%
of your
believe it's a
reading.
real
I'm glad
thing.
I don't have what you're reading from because I don't have that many pages.
I'm just gonna blame it on your cats eating it. Like, I'm just gonna say everything.
Oh,
you don't
well,
have
Cat
your
ate
cat
one
eat.
piece.
We're gonna be
Cat ate
wrapping
one
up.
piece of
This
the
milk
evidence,
is
and then
not-
of course. Oh yeah.
No. Like 5 years from now, we're gonna get a message, an image on Discord going, "This one was this page."
Gonna blame that piece of shit. It's all that one's fault.
Okay.
Sleeping or not.
So Dr. Herbert M. Monroy, a psychologist, he has commented, there is no question that directors and actors often suffer delusions of grandeur, narcissism, even megalomania. I would propose that it would not be too far of a stretch to suggest that someone might receive a decent burst of serotonin from the idea that they are wily enough to both entertain and shock the public outside the safety of the screen. Their self-centered worldview may bolster the idea that they would be caught. Outside of such open speculation, however, there is little evidence to prove that Larsgaard is behind the 2012 Panther episode or the pink Jell-O swimming pool incident, last year, where numerous Hollywood celebrities awoke one bright Saturday morning to find their swimming pools filled with a bright pink jello. It's worth noting that Larsgaard's romantic comedy, Pink Jello, Always on a Saturday Morning, premiered that same weekend.
I love pinking your jello on a Saturday morning.
And there's a photo of pink jello in pools at George Clooney's house. So
I like that take because George Clooney is known to be a prankster on set.
So, okay. So the second article tells us
stuff.
Yeah, Flora is the author. That's how we know that.
Guess how many fingers Rob engaged. That bodes well for how well this video's gonna do.
Taking any new information, like I mean.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot from that one.
Well, it
no,
just says
you
that like
just read the report, but nothing new came out of the report. Like that's
just that his pranks are themed to the movie.
Themed to the movie, and this movie is about faking a suicide.
Yeah, that's nice and all, but like,
it means that there's it means there's probably gonna be like a murder, a
fake murder.
There's a fake murder that we have to suss out to get the real murder.
We're not buying that so far, so like, gotta give me a little more than that.
Yeah, I think the fake murder was the medication from
what's
Lita.
Next? Are we like in court? Is that what's happening?
No,
we're the detectives trying to figure out who to arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's next?
So this is the third act of the detective moves where it's like it's Charlie Day from Always Sunny with like the strings everywhere on the clues, just going, how does it connect to one person? Or putting the strings together and then going, haha, Dr. House, you did it. It's that disease, and putting it away.
I'm just trying to figure out like how official we gotta be on it, because like, what the fuck is? We haven't got nothing from nothing so far on paperwork. Like,
well,
yeah,
there's still a lot of paper left. What if we did? What if we?
Like I said, we got Sven dead, Ziggy Rita getting schwemptied.
Yeah.
We got Don Flamingo looking like a sussy baka in Miami. Like,
yeah. But we know that Felix and Anna are the kids of the girl that he.
Right.
I know. I hadn't got there yet.
Why they look like 40 years old? Like they're not kids. Those are full-grown adults.
Yeah, I know.
Felix Heimer looks like the guy that does my taxes.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
They all look.
And it looks like the nurse that I found on the ER, like at the free clinic. Like these aren't kids. That's the only thing I'm like disconnecting with.
Yeah, but that was like, but that was 2010.
I need more.
That was 12 years ago. Like they were 12 when it happened. Like they were like 12 years old when she got injured, and now they're like 22.
Anna looks like she's being held at gunpoint, and literally Felix looks like he's having a great time. So like, you got a 50-50.
Felix is in motivated movers.
Felix literally looks like he's like the USPS like ad worker.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to go next?
That's the thing. So like, are we interviewing people, or like what's actually like the play here?
Well,
after all the funsies are aside.
Well, the first interview took us to the articles, so I was gonna read the next
interview.
The next interview with Sven Larsgaard.
Okay.
No, wait, Sven's dead. So Julian Lorne.
I hate to have the.
Hey, if we interview the dead guy, we'll figure it out real quick. I suspect we'll know who did it.
You're either a crazy person or a prophet. So if you're talking to the dead guy, get it out of the way now.
All right, this is the Hollywood Police Department standard issue Ouija board.
Otherwise court adjourned. Like we'll see you later.
We have the judge, the detective, and a witness doing the thing on the Ouija board.
All rise. Everyone state your name in the Ouija board.
All rise from the dead and come to the Ouija board.
You just state your full name when you press yes or no.
Yeah, just the play. It's the guy going all rise from the dead. You swear to tell the truth, hold you nothing but the truth, and it goes to
Maybe.
yes on the Ouija board, and then they continue.
That's how they keep. That's how they keep the civil court. They speak through Ouija board.
Yeah. But when it starts to get irate, the judges go, "All right, go see me in my chambers," and just hit him with the Ouija board.
Everyone grabs their separate Ouija board and just furiously scribbling. Meanwhile, there's like 17 demons in the court.
That's just the lawyers.
Actually, the demons leave and it's just the lawyers left.
The demons just go, these guys will make us look good.
They're like, hey, yo, you guys got this. I'm fucking out. I'm
Yeah,
getting
you don't
coffee."
need me here. Okay.
That's kind of funny.
All right. Did you want to do?
What are we actually doing?
Okay, I was looking at Julian
Lorne
Grabber.
Grabber. Her questioning. All right, who wants to be Julian Lorne Grabber?
I was gonna
I
give him
did
a
the
German
first one
accent.
and I feel like
Oh,
my
you
improv
wanna
was
do-
pretty good. So.
You want to do Julian with a German accent?
Well, I mean, when you preface it like that, maybe not.
Donnerwetter, are you trying to tell me?
Better. It's better.
Is it?
Donnerwetter, are you trying to tell me what is going on?
I feel like das is going to be painful.
Really Smith.
Don't do that.
You go, Chauncey. You want me to be the police detective again? Or?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be the police
Goon
detective.
talk,
Go
and I'll
on.
see you guys later.
Go on, Julian.
Oh no.
I don't know. I read the articles.
Okay. Rob, do you want me to be the German person or the detective?
What are you doing,
Oh.
little explorer?
Park East Bank 377.
He's kind of cute
Oh,
looking.
he's a little detective.
Looks like a little paper boy.
So does he make it though? Extra. Yeah, all about it.
Don't claw at my throat. Alright, I think you're the Hollywood Police Department.
Who are you talking to?
Rob.
All right.
Rob, you're the Hollywood Police Department.
Okay.
No, that's the thing. I was here to listen. I'm not on the page you're on right now.
Okay,
Don't do that.
You're the
Oh, I'm the police department then.
I'll do Julian.
No, I literally don't know what paper you're on right now, so don't do that, please.
Okay.
I
It's the question of Julian.
It's a yellow paper. It says
Yeah.
questioning Julian. If you want to
Oh, I
find out.
put
how
all
to do
those
this.
papers over here. Oh, god damn it.
Okay. I'll
Which one?
Julian Lorne Grabber.
December or June 10th, rather?
Yeah.
June 10th. Yeah.
Wait, why do I gotta be Julian?
No,
thought it was...
I'll be Julian.
Oh, I'm following. Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You can just follow along.
Continue.
Donnerwetter. Are you going to tell me what is going on?
Oh, I'm the police department?
Yeah, you're. Police
Oh,
department.
okay. Please, calm down, Mr. Lawrence Grabber. I would like to ask you some questions.
It doesn't seem like I have much choice. You said excuse for a detective?
What is your relationship to the deceased?
I'm his business partner. Or I suppose I was. If he's even dead.
I can assure you that Mr. Larsgaard is dead.
Or so you believe! You don't seem to know much about him.
What are you implying, Mr. Lawrence Grabber?
It's fascinating that the
He's a zombie.
HPT doesn't know how to do research. Well, Sven was a known prankster, pulling all kinds of insanity to promote his movies. Yeah, this death could just be an elaborate hoax. He'll probably turn up tomorrow with a beautiful tan and a new rescue dog.
I don't know how to assure you, Mr. Lawrence Grabber, but Mr. Larsgaard is dead.
You're right. That does assure me. I'm just filled with reassurance.
Your sarcasm is
Why are you gay
unnecessary.
too?
What was your relationship to Mr. Larsgaard?
With good old Sven, I loved him. Other than keeping me from returning to beautiful Bavaria, seducing my wife and being a psychotic work colleague, no conflict at all.
In what capacity did you work with Mr. Larsgaard?
Oh, I killed him. What? No, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm the executive producer of his films. Which you would know if there was any grey matter in your skull. I run Sven Larsgaard Productions, and I might add, I do it excellently well. Something Sven often seemed to forget.
When did you first meet Mr. Larsgaard?
I met Sven in film school at Los Angeles Cinema Arts Institute.
This is also where you met cinematographer Rita Hager.
Yeah,
According to my notes, Mr. Hager is your ex-wife.
it's a bit perplexing why you're asking questions to which you clearly have the answer.
So that would be a yes. You claim you were alone in the production and press office from 5:15 to 5:30.
Ja, du alter Kornblock. Knobloch. I tried to leave at some point, but the door was locked. I got back to work. I heard something like a gunshot a quarter after 5, and another one about 5 minutes later.
Do you believe that Miss Hager killed Mr. Larsgaard?
Of course not. What possible motive could she have? It's absolutely preposterous. Don't take this the wrong way, but is there any kind of training required to become a detective?
That will be all, Mr.
Oh.
Lorengrobber. Don't leave town.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, so the divorce was not with Larsgaard. The divorce was with Lorengrobber and Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can we talk about how anyone says, I don't mean any disrespect, they're about to fucking throw the shadiest fucking thing you've ever
Especially when
seen?
they're
Don't do
German.
that. I'm gonna shit on you.
Such a
Don't do that.
sassy man. With a weird accent.
Sassy
I'm
German
pretty sure it wasn't
boy.
even, he's not even German.
No, no, I'm pretty sure he's like Scandinavian of some kind.
All of you.
Okay.
And he clearly does not like Julian, who forgets that he does stuff.
Yeah. So Julian
Right now,
does all the work,
Right.
does all production work.
right now, I'm leaning a lot towards Julian. Because I couldn't help but notice.
Well, and he's divorced with Rita, but he's upset that like Rita and Sven are cozy over film stuff.
We need to know where the
And he's
production
overworked.
office was.
I mean, Julian's fat as shit. He needs to go to the gym.
There were 2 gunshots.
2 gunshots.
There were 2 gunshots.
5 minutes apart.
5
yes.
minutes apart.
Where's the production office?
Wasn't there a map?
There was. Because, and here's a theory, I happened to notice this picture, that there was an open window at the crime scene with a fire escape that only goes to the 2nd floor. So what if
Right.
the production office is on the floor, 2nd floor right below where the
Oh,
murder happened, and Julian could have been in and out of there within the 5 minutes.
I could see it.
And one was
So
the...
you're thinking fat Julian be climbing out the fucking fire escape and shit?
Yeah. And he, because he knew that the prank was going to happen of the faking his death,
Yeah.
because that's the theme of the pranks with the movie.
Where was that again?
And he went up, and the 5 minutes later did the real murder.
No,
This
where did they
picture-
do that though?
Do what?
Where did that happen?
Yeah, well, I don't know exactly where in all the studio stuff. Oh, here's the map.
Yeah, no, like where did that happen here? Where did that happen? I don't see where that happens.
That's just my theory. I don't know where it
Where
actually happened.
does the map say where the murder happened?
That's the thing. Like I'm trying to read. We've only read one report so far.
So here's
we
the
don't actually
so the
see
director's lounge.
if this actually even happens in Studio Pictures 20.
No, yeah.
So window and fire escape.
Window and fire escape. So the director's lounge
This is on the 2nd floor.
is upstairs. So anyone can go up and down.
Well, there's a window in the production and press office on the 1st
oh,
floor.
there's
Right.
the production press office. Yeah. You come out, bath, and there's stairs to upstairs, and then the fire escape down.
So he was
Yeah,
in the
that's
same
perfect.
building.
He still could have
Right.
come to the. He could have ran there within the 5 minutes there, shot him, and left. Okay.
So continue on. We don't have enough information.
Yeah, that's my working theory, but we don't have enough conclusive evidence.
Okay, so far Julian looking like a Schrumpty so far, but continue.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah.
Right
What
now-
were the times that he gave? He was there for 5:15 to
It's
5.
questionable though. He's only sussy from what we got right now.
He was alone in the production office from 5:15
Yeah,
to
like
5:30.
I don't quite got my guns on Julian yet.
And when
Do
did
that.
he say when the gunshots went after? A
Quarter
quarter
after
after 5. So the first gunshot was at
When he was alone.
5:15. And then when was the second one? 5 minutes later at
5 minutes
5.
later.
And then the second at 5:20.
And he would have been alone.
And then you
Both those
stayed in there for 10 more minutes after 2 gunshots?
times. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Interesting.
that was the time it took him to get back to the room, and then when someone walked in on him to be able to prove that he was in there alone.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Intriguing. Intriguing.
Intriguing, yeah.
Intriguing.
With
Okay. What's the next interview?
I don't know,
Nima,
I just don't believe this man. I think he's covering for somebody. I think there's some bullshit.
or he still loves the divorced wife and is covering for her.
I think there's some bullshit.
Yeah,
I can see
there's
that.
some bullshit happening on. So Nina, Shamalap Gadapadapadapa.
Oh, this is the actor. I wanted to be him.
All right, Rob, another yellow page, and it's Nina. Nima.
We're doing Nima now.
Yeah, do you want to be the police detective? Because Chauncey wants to be Nima.
It's another yellow one from June 10th.
All right.
I'm guessing June 10th is when it actually happened.
Yeah, I think June 10th is when it actually happened. All right, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Don't sound too excited. Okay. I am Nima Shamalakepper. I am an actor.
I know. I'm a huge fan. You're working with Sven Lagarde's next film.
Yes. Murder Noir.
Can you elaborate on what kind of relationship you had with Lagarde?
I have admired Sven Larsgaard for much of my life. His approach to method directing has been so inspirational for me as an actor. Growing up, I'd watch his films and dream about working with him one day. I never really thought too much about his relationship with the media and what it suggests about his mental health.
Oh yeah, totally. So like, how was your work together on the set?
Challenging.
Oh, you know, I get it. That's that's understandable. Yeah. So, what do you mean?
I respected him deeply, but he is a very demanding man. The elaborate pranks and hijinks I had admired reading about as a child felt odd, even unhealthy, when I witnessed his ideas firsthand as a professional. In general, he seemed unhappy. He needed help.
Oh yeah, no, totally understand. Yeah. So, did he approach you at any part of the prank as a publicity for Murder Noir?
Yes.
Or like, what's going on with that?
Yes. He approached me. He had some harebrained idea about me faking my own death. Can you imagine? It was too much. I didn't even consider it. I am no clown. Now I wonder if he took matters into his own hands.
Yeah, no, I understand. Not being a clown. No, I get that, man. I know. I live every day not being a clown. I feel that. So, where are you? Where are you at the time when Mr. Lagarde's death? Like approximately like 4:45. You know, like ish, give or take. Like, what are we talking? Like, where were you?
Oh, Atlas is doing things.
So like, where are you at the time of, like, Mr. Lazar's death? Like, approximately, like, 4:45? Like, maybe even after or before? Like, where were you, bro?
I was at the Stars Diner eating my daily serving of lemon ricotta pancakes.
Oh.
During this shoot, I got into the habit of going over there, doing the crossword puzzle, and meditating my character. It's very calming. I eat in silence and have time to focus.
Lemon ricotta pancakes.
Oh, yeah,
It sounds
like,
really good.
that's nice and all, but, like, is there anyone that can confirm your whereabouts there, brother? Like, 'cause, like, I don't have any whereabouts confirmation.
Yeah, brother.
Usually, I keep my head down in order to avoid being harassed by fans. Ah, I did a crossword while I was there. You could ask at the diner. They often collect my newspaper to sell it online.
Gets a phone call. Hello, tech support. AT&T customer
like-
service.
I'll make a note of that, but, like, do you do anything after reading at the diner? Like, you go home? Do you go, like, to the movies? Do you go bowling? What's going on, brother?
Did you go bowling?
I drove home. On my way, I saw an actor I knew dressed as a medical professional. I was confused because we didn't have any emergency scenes planned that day. It was only later that I understood that Sven had passed away.
You know what? Honestly, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you, and I'll take note of that in the future.
I'm glad that didn't take too long. I have a beginner's entomology class in the morning where we'll be bug collecting.
Ma'am, have a great day. I will see you, hopefully, never.
So,
Sorry, that was not the record.
So Nima said that there was an actor that he knew
Right. But, like,
dressed.
she's being sussy and, like, saying she's not there.
Yeah, Nima wasn't there, but knew an actor dressed as a doctor on the way home when there shouldn't have been a doctor.
And is it? Then there's the syringe, doctor and syringe.
And there's a syringe.
So maybe the shootings was a cover up, and they were.
It was a
It
way
was,
to like cover
it was
up
an OD.
an overdose.
But we
or
don't
something.
have a doctor. Who's the doctor then?
What
Well,
if
she's-
the doctor is Anna Berryfield?
Well, she
could
said
easily
an
look like
actor.
it.
No, that's the thing.
friends.
None of them are actual doctors. So, like,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
but she said an actor friend dressed as a doctor.
Yeah.
But she's the only
dressed
actor.
as a doctor. Oh shit.
Anna Berryfield looks very doctorish.
She does. She looks very doctor.
That's the thing. Bullet looking straight out of Scrubs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just public relations. Yeah.
Hmm. And you said those prints are
Or
coordinated to
there is
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, Anna is in the
Oh
prince.
shit. I mean, she's -2 on the Schwimpy scale. We'll give her credit, but we'll go to the next. What we
Okay.
got next?
All right, our next interview.
I'm not gonna Anna on the Sussy Spaka.
Oh, look, the next two interviews are Felix and Anna.
Right.
Oh,
That's
the
the thing. So
stunt
like,
people.
she has a chance. She's got a chance. Let's
Yeah.
see what we got.
Okay, so let's do Felix Heimer first. I can be the.
Oh, you want to be Felix? Want me to be Felix?
Yeah, who wants to be Felix? Who wants to be HPD?
Don't matter to me.
I can pick a different Schwimpy if you need.
Don't matter to me.
I'll be the police department. Who wants to be Felix?
I'll be Felix.
Okay. Could you state your name and your profession?
My name is Felix Arheimer, and I'm a professional stunt double.
Thank you. Can you explain your connection to the deceased?
Okay. Mr. Larsgaard was directing Neiman Schamalachvalecker, and I, for his film Murder Noir, I often work as a double for Nina, as does Tom Casey. But he usually does more than just stunts. I'm more of a purist.
It's wild. You look so similar. Not just physically in terms of size, but you also have that Nima
That's why you gotta freehand it. Sometimes it
Kate.
sucks.
So like walk. Well, thank you. I'm lucky that I am similar in build to one of today's best actors, someone who is also a friend. I would have not taken this gig if it wasn't for Nima.
It's such an interesting field of work. How does one get into stunt doubling?
Oh, I always enjoyed being physically active and supporting the performances of an actor. It's a good that it's a job that runs in my family.
May I ask, what was your rapport with Mr. Larsgaard?
Who's your family?
It was extremely professional. I had no other connection to the man, and we didn't really socialize.
What were your whereabouts between 5 and 5:30 p.m.?
Well, I was practicing stunts in the stunt studio and working out.
I have in my notes here that you reported to one of my colleagues that you believe you heard a gun go off at some point.
Listen, I did hear a gun go off. I heard it really loud at 20 minutes past 5.
You are clear on the exact time.
Sure, I watch a lot of detective shows, so I tend to check my phone when I hear gunshots to make a mental note.
I understand from my colleague's notes that when you heard the gun go off, you tried to leave the studio and the door was locked.
Yes, I couldn't exit the room. I was locked in for approximately 10 minutes.
How were you able to leave the room? Did you call anyone for help?
The locks on the doors, and both manual and electronic, and sometimes the locks on the doors are both manual and electronic, and sometimes they are a little touch and go. Usually, however, the security system kicks in later in the day. I worked out a bit and tried the handle again 10 minutes later. The door opened without a problem. It was only then that I realized something awful had happened.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Heimer. I'll be in touch if I have any further questions.
No problem, buddy.
Ow. It was giving Beetlejuice in the middle.
I was trying to do Beetlejuice McConaughey.
Oh, shit.
Okay, he only heard one gunshot.
Only heard one.
He only heard one gunshot at the 20 mark. He didn't hear the first one at the 15 mark. So either Lorne Grobber is lying.
Yeah.
And Lorne Grobber and
did Nima hear only one shot?
And Heimer, Nima wasn't here. He was across.
Oh, he was in the diner.
He's in the diner.
I mean, we've already established that Lauren Grobber has subliminal need or want for the one. If he lies, that makes sense, because if he shoots twice, why would you tell him twice if you can get away with once?
Yeah. Why did he say two gunshots?
All right, so Lauren Grobber. Okay.
Yeah.
But
he's digging his hole deeper.
But
okay.
Another thing, Nima said an actor friend, and Felix just said that Tom Casey does more than just stunts. He'll act too.
He could be an actor.
And he has the same build.
Right.
As
all of a
Nima
sudden,
and Felix.
Buddy
And
Boy
Gant.
Jones comes into play.
In
the gate, yeah. So the same like walk. So Tom Casey now looking.
But he only heard the 5:20 shot, and he was locked in
for 10 minutes
until 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
After he was killed.
While he was working out.
And it's both an
I just feel
electronic
like you need a crop top.
and key lock.
She needs a crop
Wait, what?
What?
A little more for the viewers.
Sorry, what happened?
Okay. Intriguing stuff.
Do I need to turn the actual light on in here?
So are we doing the third one, or are we gonna deliberate a little bit more?
Yeah. Anything else you got from that?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything else I got from that.
No, I still know definitive new changes.
I'm still sussy about Julian, if we're gonna be honest.
I
Everyone
am.
else has got like their own but Julian's got more motive, and he's got
And
one
he's
gunshot
German,
versus
so
two
remember Hitler
on his
so,
record.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the
and
thing. If this one guy be hearing one,
he here too.
there's nobody in the press
and then
office
like
with
Buddy
him.
be shooting two and only report one. They were kind of 50-50 on like the.
And if the guy watches a lot of murder,
So Felix or Lungenbunger is what I'm going to say right now.
Why would you lie about a second shot unless you didn't actually hear a second shot?
Yeah.
Or you didn't shoot a second shot. So like
So
I put Heimenschminger, Healer, and Longenberger front and center, at least in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least until proven otherwise. Like I don't see any reason they aren't any. At least from what I'm looking at.
There's a lot more.
There's the thing,
evidence.
until proven otherwise, like those are the top two Schwumpties, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, so let's go to Anna.
All right, Anna. All right, I will be Anna.
You want to be the detective again, Rob, or do you want me to do it?
I can be a detective this time. State your name, profession, relation to the deceased.
My name is Anna Berryfield, and I work in the press and publicity department. I just can't believe this man is dead. It's like a horrible dream.
I understand, ma'am. That's quite understandable. I understand you're one of the key collaborators. Where were you at this time of the crime? Were you at home? Were you at the store?
I was having a meeting with Fluffy Domingo, a journalist friend. Sven liked me to socialize with the press as part of my work. We heard a noise. Oh, it's too awful.
Very interesting, madam. Please continue.
Fluffy and I heard a shot at 5:15. I remember because there's a big clock in the green room. We went out into the studio where Rita was putting away a tripod. We all went upstairs to see Sven. He had promised Fluffy a juicy story, but we couldn't get into the door to the director's lounge. It seemed like the electronic lock was activated, which was strange for that time of day. We banged on the doors for Sven to open it, but there was no response.
Madam, I quite understand your situation. Please calm down. Were you with Fluffy and Rita during the entire time? Did you go anywhere? You stayed with them the whole entire time without incident?
Yes, we were together. After about 10 minutes, the door finally opened. That's when we saw Sven on the ground with a gunshot wound to the head. The rest of it is a blur. Someone called an ambulance. I don't know who. It's too awful.
That's not the laughing point.
Since Rita started sobbing.
Yeah, the crying evil laugh. That was actually, it was good crying. I liked it.
I tried.
I liked
I was
it.
trying.
Liked it.
It's close.
He can't do the next line. He's laughing and smoking. Do we need me to continue, Rob?
Oh my god, I forgot where we're at. I put the paper down.
HPD. We've had the suggestion that Mr. Larsgaard planned. Halfway
That's why I
down.
told you don't go anywhere. Okay. You had the suggestion that Mr. Lord planned on a fake suicide ahead of the time. Was it a prank? Did someone make an elaborate prank? I understand these pranks usually follow a plot confirming what he's promoting, in fact. Does he actually promote such a things with such a vile experience?
Yes, that's correct.
As I feared. His next murder wall might not be a fake suicide, correct?
Yes, but he's really dead, right? This isn't a joke.
Ma'am, I never joke. I swear. Sven the God is the most certainly dead. It is possible, however, that he has not been pranked. No long has he been actually schwumptied.
I want to see Rob actually text the show. Goes in with a guy whose brain scattered everywhere, and he goes, "He's been schwumptied." The most deadpan serious face. My God, he's been schwumptied.
That's schwumptied.
Yeah.
Did you know of any plans of any sort, elaborate promotional prank of any other kind that he might be partaking in?
No, I'm sorry.
Is there anyone that would have had a problem with Sven of any kind? Any reason? Who might have had a motive for the murder? Anyone that had money? Any of any kind?
No, I don't know. I don't think. I'm not
I see.
sure I should say.
No, but you did already start, so please
I'm the
continue.
detective,
It
tell me.
could be important.
Well,
Please.
I'm sure it's nothing. But Sven and Julian had a terrible fight on set yesterday.
A fight? What kind of fight? What about?
I don't know. Something about monopolizing Rita's time. I didn't catch much.
Who fought?
Interesting. Did you notice anything odd leading up to that? Anything up leading to that day specifically?
It's just been such a strange and awful week. I saw a black cat earlier on today.
I saw a black guy earlier today.
A cleaner asked me to help her with her diabetes medication, and I haven't been sleeping well.
Diabetes medication? Who?
Interesting. Well,
A cleaner.
I give you comfort. I'm also suspicious, so please, if you have anything else that comes into touch, keep me in mind. If anything at all comes to mind, please keep me in touch, Miss Berryfield.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I can't think straight at the moment. I'm really shaken up.
Please, that's okay. Please, have a good day. We'll talk about this later when you are more comfortably applicable. I will have to.
So that
please, have a good one.
explains somewhat her fingerprint on the syringe was she
Interesting.
helped a cleaner with their...
I did also count
So
one.
there's somebody-
So we've had 2 or 3 counts of 1 and 1 count of 2 when it comes to shots.
But then the Julian argument, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so Anna
Monopolizing.
heard fight.
Wait, do you have Flora? I have Flora right now in front of me. What do you have?
Flora's the
Yeah,
next
Flora's
one, yeah.
next.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it should be me and Rob role playing together.
Well, it's an old lady.
Wait, what? No, don't do that. I have to pee. Hold on. Give me like
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Okay, so heard a fight with Sven and Julian over Rita. Sven spending too much time with Rita, and then she also helped a cleaner with diabetes with her medication. So could that explain the syringe? Is that why there's a syringe with her fingerprints on it that has insulin in it? Well, I don't know.
Picture
I don't
YouTube
know,
shorts by
audience.
yourself. What's happening?
You tell us. Leave your comments down below if you think you have an answer so far. But remember, Anna and Felix are both related to the stunt woman. Felix alluded to he said I've never met. Felix said I've never met. He lied. He lied to the police. He was like, I've never met. And I don't know anything about Sven. But that's not true.
Did you also get we got confirmation of a gunshot at 5:15, and then we also confirmation of a gunshot at 5:20.
She confirmed one gunshot.
At one time.
At
one guy confirmed
Right.
other time, and one said one at both.
Oh, yeah. Felix confirmed. So, side note, Felix is confirmed. He says it's the 5:20 gunshot. And then Anna is saying the 5:15 gunshot, and that she was outside the door.
And didn't hear the second one.
Didn't hear the second one? Question mark?
Mm-hmm.
No second one? And then Lauren Grobber said both.
I tried so hard to be quiet for so long.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What's that?
The
Okay.
big buffer. Sorry.
I really
I'm
wanted to be
opening
the
a
old lady.
Coke can.
That's okay.
Oh, you can be the old lady. I was thinking of your voice.
I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna try to have like a little old lady.
Yeah, no. I have
Adventurers?
yet to have like the store owner come into my my deposition. What's happening? Where's the store owner?
What if that's Marie Waldo?
Oh?
Could you state your name for the profession and relationship of the deceased?
Oh, detective.
Oh, I think I'd have everything. I can't do it.
All right.
Wait, hold on. You have a Swampty? Come here, mousies. I got the other mousies. Ba-jam. She's not happy about it, but here she is. Ba-jam.
You gotta hold her like underneath her arms, and you gotta give her the wiggle test. And if she's a chill cat, she'll just dangle. It's a dangle test.
She will not
No,
chill.
that you know what that equals? That's basically a runway on the forearms. Ba-jam. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Boone lets
We
me
know
do
better
that.
than that.
Yeah. No.
I can dangle
that.
Boone.
Yeah. Faye.
Boone will do the
Faye
dangle.
gives me the putch.
Ba-jam.
If I try doing that to her.
Don't do that.
That's
We
why
know
Faye
better than that.
doesn't show up
I've
in a
been
lot of
animals
videos
a long
other than
time.
if she's walking across the desk.
Do you see the noses of the two dogs?
Yeah.
Just the noses.
Are you two doing this, or am I picking a separate voice for the detective?
I'll do the detective.
You want to do detective?
I thought the deep heroic detective was cool.
I
I
did.
don't
I
have
did
another
like him.
voice
Do you
currently.
want to keep deep
you
heroic
wanna-
detective going?
And then
No, I
Quick little
got
lead.
another one if you want him, but
Oh.
I got him. He's not
oh,
gonna be good.
lay it on us. Lay it on
Yeah.
us.
Do your other one.
Walk into the room, slam the door.
You can do it right now. Reenact it.
Could you fucking state your name, profession, and relationship to the deceased, please?
The redneck detective in Hollywood.
I will not wait for you to wait to answer me. Please answer me, ma'am.
My name is Flora Strand. I am the writer of the book Murder Noir, and I am the screenwriter of the film Murder Noir, film that has been ruined by an egomaniac.
Dun dun dun.
I ain't never heard of no person named a Flower, let alone just what it regularly could be. But do I understand correctly that you had never been allowed to visit during the shooting on the set itself?
Sven assured me that he'd always let me come by. Lies!
Oh.
Writers have no rights in Hollywood. It's a
We
travesty
should go on
and an
strike.
abomination.
That's nice and all, but can you explain your actual relationship to Mr. Lesagard, please? I don't need none of that floozy stuff. Just yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Did you actually have a relationship with the man?
That power-hungry man banned me from my own film set. He ensured me that I was contractually obliged to remain far from the shooting of my movie. It has been very painful.
You got
We'll keep it short. How about that? Did you request to keep distance from the set, yes or no?
How should I know? Perhaps he sensed that I would be furious when I discovered that he had completely altered my story without my permission. I was an absolute fool to trust him.
This is gonna be one of those New York, LA cases, ain't it? Well, shit. Do you know why you had been brought here into questioning today, please?
No, I do not.
For fuck's sake.
I assumed because of my connection to Murder Noir.
You know, that's nice in your fancy words and all, but have you been brought into the station for questioning because Van Lagarde called the police department last week, yes or no?
Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is going to be a long interview. He reported that you were sneaking around in the studio, stealing some intellectual property and such.
You can just steal intellectual property.
And despite the contractual obligations of what you be doing to stay away and such, per the such. What's happening with that? Oh, come on now. Don't be lying to me. I ain't got all day.
ridiculous. Utter slander! Do you know what such words can do to a lady of my age?
Woman, I've been doing this a long time. Like, I don't understand why people be saying that to me like it's day one. Please, don't pander me. In light of his death, we are obligated upon his complaint to seem to believe that you are entering the building for such absolute... Like, come on now, what are we doing? Like, don't do this.
In some sort of disguise.
If you were there on the questioning, like, I need you to be truthful with me just to get you out of here. Like, I'm not trying to take up your time. I'm not trying to take up your existence. Please tell me yes or no, you were there. Just, you're making this hard for me.
I have nothing to say to that. I guess he was a liar as well as someone who enjoyed destroying the art of others.
I can't do this.
Can I go? I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded.
That's great and all. Where were you on Friday afternoon?
I was working. I work part-time as a cleaner. It's been stressful. I lost my keys in my office and they keep threatening to fire me.
Ma'am, that's nice and all, but do you have anyone that can actually confirm your whereabouts or where you was? You can say that all day long, but like, I need someone to tell me that, yes ma'am, that's where you would.
I didn't know detectives actually ask questions like that.
I'll take that as a no. Where do you go after work?
I went to drop my car off at the mechanic because I have a problem with bent valves in my old Ford. My mechanic, Oswald, can confirm my visit. The mechanic confirmed the visit. The car was dropped off at 5:30 p.m.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna lie. That was the first truthful answer I've had all day. Thank you so much. I will be in touch.
Lucky me.
Don't forget your glasses, ma'am.
I like that detective.
I loved that detective.
Yeah, this should be the main detective from now on. That was great.
So Flora has been moonlighting.
As he wasn't playing no game.
As the cleaner that got the syringe, which is why her fingerprints are on it too.
Yeah, like the bitch was saying, lose with me real quick. I said lose back. Don't do that.
So she's been moonlighting as a cleaner, probably the cleaner.
That Anna Thornfield did too, and that's why both of their fingerprints are on the syringe.
Yeah.
Listen, the problem is, do I believe that it's a classic cleaner case?
Classic blunder.
No,
Well,
not yet.
at 5:30, she was dropping the car off. So
We don't know
When-
how far away
we don't know how far away it is, but you have to get in the car, you have to get going.
It's a good-
So,
it's
we're
a good
saying, so we're saying
timestamp
in
to
10
have.
minutes, like in LA,
Fact.
like
But
No, it's a good timestamp to have just to put somebody in the wrong, like in the
Yeah.
future. Like 5:30 is a great timestamp. Just like, okay, well, it doesn't matter what happened. This is what was supposed to be happening at that time.
Yeah.
So I think we can rule her out personally.
Right? No,
Because-
she's a little sussy.
I think
Well-
I think we can rule her out.
somebody
personally.
could have taken her medicine.
Someone
you
could
know?
have taken her medicine. The syringes, maybe it's not that syringe that was used.
That's fair.
Unless
Listen,
Anna
I
did
get-
it, but
Did
The
it say
key
she's
thing-
specifically responsible for the medication, though?
but she lost her.
That's the thing.
keys.
Why would she have the syringe, though, specifically? Then, like, if her fingerprints are on it or not, why does she have it?
Anna said she
Diabetes.
She needed to help her with her diabetes medication.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so she does help physically give the injections. That's what I'm getting at. So, like, she
That
should
was-
have a reason to be touching them.
That's what Anna said.
Anna said the cleaner asked for help with the medication. which is
Okay,
why
no, that's
both of
fine.
their
As long as
fingerprints
she
are on.
had, I missed that.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was reading and not listening. So,
But she said she lost her keys as the cleaner, and there is this picture of keys as evidence.
yes, I do have that.
So the keys were used by somebody.
Hold on.
J.
Hold on,
Montague, F. Costello. J.
Where'd
Montague.
where'd the fucking picture go? God damn it.
But if she's a cleaner, she has a key to the doors with the mechanical lock.
No, hold on. That's what I'm.
That's a mechanical lock can open, but the electrical part.
Yeah.
But this is like a. I mean,
It
does
looks
she
like
work
janitor
at this?
keys.
Yeah, it
Does
says
she
that the
work at the
janitor's
complex? Did I miss that?
What would you say?
She did not admit
She-
that was the complex she worked at. She just said she's a cleaner,
Yeah.
and that she
The
lost her
thing,
keys.
but that's the thing. You have keys to a complex, and if
Mhm.
you work there, that's one thing. But if you don't work there, that's separate.
Mhm.
She said that she's a cleaner, and she might have gotten hired as a cleaner for the complex.
for the complex, and
she just hasn't admitted it yet.
she hadn't admitted it, and maybe that's why he thought
He was seeing her around the
he
set.
saw her in
Mm.
disguise trying to get stuff, and it was her in her cleaning uniform cleaning the set.
All right. Well, we got 2 on the sussy list. Then that's a little. I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a little big of a bite to chew on the boy on my end.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
So we'll continue on. But what we got next? What we got next? So now we're all off all the yellow pages. So what's next?
I think we're done with those initial interviews.
Yeah. Okay. So then now there's a witness statement from another actor.
Another actor
Okay.
dressed as a
It's just a witness statement,
dressed
and
as
then
a
it's
doctor
the
that day. Oh, then the autopsy report.
and then there's an autopsy report.
Yeah. No, I have tons of like separate stuff to go through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's lots more that's coming.
Mhm.
All right, so let's look at this statement then.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Let's just go through it together. Let's just piece by
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start next. Marie Waldo.
Do you have
Hold
the
on, what paper you
the
want
witness
now?
statement?
Yeah, it's a white paper. Marie
paper.
Waldo.
It has.
Oh
the-
no, you guys mixed that shit up. Hold on.
I didn't mix it up. It was the next one in my thing.
It was the next one in ours. Yeah. Statement
Okay.
from
Well, then I
Marie
mixed it
Waldo.
up.
It's June 11th.
Continue on. I'll find it.
She's an actor, but she's also ambulance services. Okay.
I'll just have you guys do your thing. I'll find it.
She says, I work part-time at Hollywood Ambulance Drivers. They require all actors to have some professional medical training. It's the perfect job for me because I actually dropped out of medical school a couple of years ago to pursue my passion for acting. Classic Hollywood.
A friend actor dressed as
Thanks.
a doctor.
On Friday morning, I was told by my boss that my job for the day would be to arrive at the set at 5:30 p.m. We arrived at 5:25, but accidentally drove into the staff parking lot with 2 ambulances. When we drove
Mhm.
past the descended fire escape, the fire escape was descended.
Mhm.
We almost hit a man. That would not have been good for our reputation. My boss told me to swiftly secure the upstairs location and carry away the actor as fast as possible. I was instructed not to tell anyone I was hired and to drive him to a location which would be disclosed after the scene. When I arrived at the client parking lot, my colleague and I were confused to see that another ambulance had already arrived. The other ambulance turned out to be real, and I don't know who called them. Unfortunately, they identified us pretty quickly as actors, so I guess Hollywood Ambulance Services has some improvements to make to its cars. So this is a fake ambulance.
It's a fake ambulance, yeah.
This is a fake ambulance, an actor. She's arrived. They were hired to pretend to be an ambulance
For the fake death.
for the fake
And
death.
she almost, for the prank fake death that's based off the movie Prank.
Could be for the fake prank death, or it could be for the guy that's arranged it to get away.
I think it's for the prank.
Probably could be for the prank.
And then they ran
Do
over.
you guys see this, like the hospital swimty?
yeah,
separately?
that's after the autopsy report.
Yeah, no. Give that like a quick like once over. That's
Okay.
a little sussy.
Okay, let's see here.
I mean, I guess I can read it if you want.
Medical report is classified, but it was submitted by Fluffy Domingo,
Right.
who won't reveal their source.
Right.
A file by Dr. Lawrence Gilden. The patient is Sven Larsgaard, December 10, 2020. Mr. Larsgaard's condition has progressed as expected. He is in the middle stages of Huntington's disease and is very aware that he's starting to show various cognitive decline. In the last 3 years, he has commenced to show classic Huntington's behavior, which is both antisocial and in the bizarre range of social norms. Mr. Larsgaard has successfully hidden his symptoms, but he does appear to be concerned. As the disease progresses, his behavior will need to be supervised. I have recommended that Mr. Larsgaard seek professional therapy in both the form of physical therapy and speech therapy to help him adjust to the changes ahead. So Larsgaard and I have discussed that the condition is terminal and the prognosis is 10 years of rapid decline in quality of life. So he knew he was dying.
So that's my thing. So
maybe it was an insurance.
Is it just me, or do you see like I'm already dying, fuck that man, is clouds? Is that just me?
No, I think that so.
Like from what I'm reading right here, like the man don't give a shit. Like he don't really care about like doing nothing.
No, I think. Wasn't there something about money trouble because the movies haven't been doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Wait, no, hold on. And then he does pranks based on the movie, and the movie's about faking a suicide for an insurance fraud. Right. So I think he was legit going. He did a fake death to try to do.
He said fake, but not.
He faked. He tried to do He tried to fake his death for some life insurance thing, probably to somebody, and then it ended up turning into a real death because somebody wanted to kill him.
Because that's the thing. That's why I thought about.
Yeah, because they said that he has 10 years left.
That's the thing. That's what I thought about Sven anyway. It's like Sven apparently be King Poobah. Everybody trying to sconce this man anyway. Like regardless of what their motive being, apparently Sven be the king boy to be sclouncing.
Yeah, everyone seemed to have some sort of motive.
Right.
Yeah.
Like regardless of the motive, Sven seems to be like the I'll see you later, idiot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think Fluffy would kill him because Fluffy is he's getting news articles out of him. Fluffy knows that he's going to die already because of Huntington's disease because that article
because he got it from there. Yeah.
That thing was submitted by Fluffy. Fluffy is not a suspect.
Why would he kill him if he already was going to die unless he need a spicier headline than something?
I bet man left toe he's got some type
of there's spicier headlines ahead.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough. You could get spicy headlines of here's his last movie before he passes from Huntington's kind of thing. Yeah, you don't. He probably didn't do it.
No, I'm telling you, I bet my left toe he's being blackmailed in some way, shape, or form for something to pretend like he's doing it. Like, who's blackmailing him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was this after that? After her
the finish. So the statement from Marie. They said, as a note, Miss Waldo was not interviewed as a potential suspect since her colleague substantiated they were stuck in traffic during the time of the murder. Her employment as Hollywood Ambulance Services has been confirmed, and then provided by the Hollywood Ambulance website is Hollywood Ambulance Services has a varied fleet of top-of-the-line ambulances and cars perfect for an emergency scene. We rent to production teams in Los Angeles County and beyond. All of our vehicles are fully stocked to Los Angeles County specifications with all equipment in date and regularly checked. Therefore, you are secure in the knowledge that any inside vehicle filming will be clinically correct. Our vehicles are not just props, they are the real thing used in different situations every day. We are a private ambulance company and we can offer a wide variety of medical equipment and uniforms. All our staff are qualified medically to a variety of levels. Not only can we provide medical cover for your production, we also offer our vehicles as film props as well as uniforms and medical equipment. We can add a gurney, EMT paramedic uniforms, props, first responder gear, IV bags, oxygen masks, hospital equipment, etc. So maybe a different syringe they could have gotten from the fake ambulance.
Yeah, but they didn't arrive till after the murder.
Till like 5:25, right?
Yeah, they didn't arrive until after the murder.
Yeah, because even the second shot was at 5:20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're well after. They're not involved in the murder.
But a person running away could have gotten a uniform from the back of the
van.
Ambulance. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Shall I move on to the spicy autopsy report?
Let's look at the autopsy report.
Autopsy report?
I was looking at that.
Alright.
Did you pass all like the news clippings and such?
Yeah, we did the news clippings earlier.
Yeah. That was the ones that...
I see. But like... That's like
we haven't
seen that yet.
You haven't seen that yet. You want us to go to that one first?
you want to look at that?
I'm doing it in numerical order. I
What's
haven't
in your numerical
ruined
order? What's the
anything.
next one? That one? That's your next one?
Technically, the Hollywood Hospital thing that we just read was next, and then I have this followed by a bunch of news clippings and such.
Okay.
I don't think
So, like, literally...
we haven't done the Inquirer one yet.
Yeah, we haven't done the Inquirer.
No, that's the thing. If I were to... So you got, like, the Chronicle, followed by the Southern California Insurance.
Okay.
When is your autopsy report?
When is your autopsy report?
That's a good question. Wow, there's a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is like I'm being like a real boy. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not meant for this.
There's a lot in here. Yeah.
I don't even know what your autopsy looks like.
It's
It's blue
it's a blue.
paper.
It says
Which blue?
County Medical Examiner.
Hold on, I have two blues.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
there's two
Superior
blues.
Court. No, hold on. So literally, if we're gonna be honest, like this one piece, blue is like all the way in the back for your autopsy.
Oh.
So
that-
like whatever you're doing is like way the fuck back there.
Is that the Superior Court, or does it say Los Angeles County Medical
No,
Examiner?
it's the medical examiner one.
Yeah,
I
no,
see
this
the
is
person.
the medical examiner Schmumpty.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to do that, save that for when we're on it with Rob's.
Sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what you guys.
Ours.
I'm playing by your guys' rules. Like I
Our-
have it in numerical order based on what you guys have given me. If there's something we need to break, that's fine.
We'll
Yeah,
do.
we can wait.
We'll do what? So what was the next one in yours then?
What's
the
next for you?
costumes?
The costumes?
Okay, yeah. So technically, it was costume followed by equalizer,
Okay.
The Inquirer.
Okay.
Okay.
or
So-
sorry,
So-
Inquirer.
Let's look at the costumes then.
Okay, so costumes. All right, there's a female actor, Isabel. We don't know who this is.
That's probably the character names.
No, it's Bashira and Nima. Like, these are the actor names.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the double Nima at the bottom.
Yeah, so Isabel, she's like a noir lady.
Isabel Noir Lady of a certain skin.
And obviously, Nima is actor boy number 1 in this
I-
Schmumpty.
I assume this isn't just for shits and giggles for coloring.
That's what I'm saying. Like all.
And then
Right.
Anna is of the right skin color for the costume design
For Isabel.
for Isabel.
Right.
Yeah. And then Bashira, white dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we've got Nima. And then there's like,
stunt
ex-
double.
yeah, there's extra padding in his things. And other than like, he looks kind of cowboy-esque. I don't.
No one's ever said anything about a cowboy.
No.
Yeah. None of these match any of the description being said of anybody.
Not yet.
Padding Inquirer for stunt double.
I'm gonna put that in our.
This Inquirer, just for everyone's namesake, Saturday, February 9th. Show versus January 10th. So this is way later. Just for
But in
everyone's
2000
But it's
2002.
2002.
That's
This
way
is-
earlier.
This is way early.
Oh shit, way earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot to read there.
So way earlier, this man's hit him with the.
So, torch returned after a kidnapping. Some fans claim the culprit could be film director Sven Larsgaard.
If mans be killed for them Schmumpty.
Yeah. By Felicity Hoffman.
Maybe we don't read all of that. That's gonna be a
No.
dingle and a half.
Hoffman's not a name we've heard before.
Give me a Spark Notes version.
Safe to say, Sonic Games opening ceremony with odds. When the beloved torch officially showed up in a hotel lobby, propped up a flame next to a snoozing Norwegian bobsled champion.
Doesn't look like anything.
Bon
important.
Jovi,
Alright.
Christina
Other
Aguilera,
than
Creed,
obviously-
Hurt Me, Her, and Willie Nelson were among the musicians in attendance. It was jubilant atmosphere. Fame's symbol. Jesus Christ, it's like an actual news
So-
writing where it's so much fluff.
So what it seems like is like Lasgard was like one of those prank hosty boys, and someone got over it and
Mhm.
killed his ass.
The Winter Olympic Committee found a piece of parchment paper in the transport container, akin to a papyrus. The heavily textured scrap contained a single word scrawled in calligraphy. Written in untidy lowercase, the word was Larsgaard. Larsgaard, which is what could it possibly mean? The Olympic Committee was befuddled, even bewildered. Could this be some sign of forthcoming international conflict? Some mysterious remnant of foreign policy gone awry. Blah 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 blah. An anonymous tipster who also tipped this newspaper off to the missing torch called herself Anna. Claimed that the eccentric director Sven Larsgaard was responsible for the theft. Isn't Anna the lady that
I do have a separate
divorcing
report here.
Julian?
No, Rita.
If you did read the separate life insurance report, I will read it to you.
Oh, there is a life insurance report.
And it literally says, I'm sorry to report that after a thorough review of a application for liability insurance for the firm titled Murder Noir, we will no longer, or we will not be able to offer one of our policies. We have discussed in a claim filed in the last presume we cannot insure against any willful or destruction of property in any predetermined or premeditated injuries. Oh God! So like they tried to get the insurance for the Schwumpty before he died, but they said no.
So he was denied life insurance.
Yeah, because they said, well, we do or did agree to pay $200,000 deductible for the swimming pool filled with Jello, and the repainting of the Beverly Hills mansion from magenta back to its original white. We are not prepared to incur additional losses at this time. So, like, boys, they tried officially. So whatever they tried to do, I mean, insurance, or if they tried to pull like an insurance Schwumpty, it didn't fly by them.
Okay.
Other than that, I got Superior Court of Los Angeles.
So then back to the Olympic thing, the Norwegian bobsled champion was kidnapped when it was happening. He said it was quite pleasant. And as far as kidnapping goes, they knocked me out when I came to. The room smelled strongly of bananas and kiwis. These were actually my favorite smells and really soothed me.
What the hippie garbage are you reading?
Yeah. Farr also explained the kidnapper apologized profusely, reiterated several times that they were a big fan, and explained that a return to freedom would occur while advance of his first race.
So, if we're gonna be honest, like, as it stands right now, my whole over-under is that Rita and Morgan Bragger had, like, a Schwumpty. But Rita already had, like, a fling with the Schwumpty boy originally, and they just like, okay, well, we can't let him know, so we killed his ass, is what I'm gonna go with so far. I don't think Rita's entirely suspect-free so far.
Mm-hmm. I want to see what this... But with this whole thing, there's this lady Anna who's clearly trying to get Sven arrested or something.
They're feeding Anna real heavy, though, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't trust when they feed one character that hard at the beginning. Like I don't.
But that Anna can't be that Anna.
What? Anna?
Well, what other Anna is there?
I don't know.
Well, there's an Anna that was adopted 10 years later.
The adopted daughter of the person who said that he needs to be, and they all, the one daughter says he needs to be in jail, or the one son says he doesn't need to be in jail.
Yeah.
This could be that step thing. That could be that Anna that tried to get him arrested.
But there's a 10-year difference. This is 2000. There's 8 years difference because that article where where the mom gets hurt is 2010, and that's 2002.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? Something in the timelines have to add up.
Well,
it was a teen.
Did that article say it was written the same year that the incident happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this whole thing is also saying he was filming cooler sleddings at the time, which is why his whole another reason why they think he could have stolen that torch because of his whole pranks.
Right.
At the time he's doing a bobsled thing, and that he may have kidnapped the guy. Okay. All right, what's next on your list of ones of there, Roberto?
Yeah, what's next, Rob?
In your alphabetical stack, what's the next piece of paper?
Well, I had the two
The two little ones?
newspaper clippings, and then a magazine clipping of Making Visual Music,
What?
Rita and Trumpy were talking.
Making music?
Okay, so making visual music. Oh, about
That's
Rita.
what came up next.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, that's why I'm telling you it's a little sassy.
Okay, so I have so many. So this is somebody interviewing her, and it's like, I have so many questions about your beautiful work on Sunset Swimmers, but I know that people are eager to know about where they can see your work next. This is May 2022, so this is a month before he dies. I have so many questions, blah, blah, blah. I understand that Sven Larsgaard, your longtime collaborator, and you're working on an upcoming film. And she says, yes, we are currently in pre-production for his next film, Murder Noir. I have a long working collaboration with Sven. We are like family. And then the interviewer says, could you talk about how you have changed as a DOP since your early days in film school? She said, I think it took me some time to realize I didn't have to prove that I was another man on set. It was a very long journey to learn that I had to be the authority from who I am. It is so important to take change into your own hands by whatever means necessary. Classic feminist BS. After Murder Noir, you've been slated to shoot with Wong Kar-wai after an almost exclusive artistic collaboration with Sven Larsgaard. Can you tell us about how this collaboration came to be? There are rumors that Mr. Larsgaard is possessive of your enormous talents. There's the possession. I cannot comment on that rumor, but let's just say that I'm looking forward to the opportunity to shoot with a variety of different people in the future. Why does she's going to work with different people in the future? It's true that Sven's work has been very consuming in terms of my career in the past. We shoot frequently, and he likes to have access to collaboration for a long pre-production, which involves detailed discussion and film screenings after Murder Noir, which we're hoping to shoot in June. I aim to take on other collaborators. This is something we have quite naturally discussed. Sven has assured me that he supports me because he knows that my artistic collaborations with directors will only enrich our creative connection. Tell me about your choice of vintage lenses for Sunset Swimmers. They pass a lot of blue and ultraviolet light, which was perfect for our look. I love these lenses. They're designed in the 1930s, and I think they combine beautifully with the Alexa sensor. I really like how these work in portraiture and how skin tones render. I'm looking forward to using them again on a personal project I'm shooting in Beirut. Okay. So she's looking to try to work with other people. There's her motive. She's tired of working with Sven. All right, what's next?
You can see my forearm bump.
Yeah, we'll have your forearm.
I've had him for a long time. His name is Gerald. Anyway, what are we doing?
What's the next thing on your in your pile?
Yeah, what's next?
Did we already do this news? Did we already do this?
We haven't done that one. Is it Meet Sven?
Next is the cinematographer report from Mrs. Hayer. Dear Miss Hayer, I'm writing to you on the behalf of the community of California Society of Sisters. Where am I?
I don't think there's anything in here.
What happened? Sorry, no, I was doing a thing. What happened?
She's reading it too.
Oh, okay. So the Society of Cinematographers wants her to reconsider her project with Wong Kar-wai. They're like, you need to work with Sven Larsgaard because he gives us money every year.
Right.
They're like, it's not usual for us to get involved in the decisions of our members, and I hope you know I would never dream of doing so. I must, however, inform you that society would have no choice but to revoke your membership should you continue to pursue forthcoming work with Mr. Larsgaard's tax-deductible contributions to our society allow us to attend the Maui-based Zeiss conference annually, and it's not a risk we can take for our other members at this time. I hope you understand our concerns.
Well, when you read it like you, yeah, we get that.
And then here's an article about you. So the Making Visual Music article is about her. They're like, look, we wrote a beautiful article about you. Also, don't go to Wong Kar-wai. You need to work with Sven so he continues to pay us money. Okay. So there's her motive. She needs to. So Rita forced to work with Sven. No matter how good she is, the men around her are telling her what to do. Okay. What's next? Okay, that. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is evidence. These are anonymous notes found in the studio trash. Oh, these are serial killer notes. Okay.
Mike, I need you like a close up. Are your lips as red as mine? Am I just like a freak? No, you're like a light pink.
It's just probably lighting.
What's happening?
Lighting and camera difference.
Anyway.
I waited at the coffee shop across the street at R's new place. At 7:23, I saw her leaving the building while talking on the phone. Was she talking to him? That dog. I bet she was. It's like all caps. I might have to buy a micro recorder and plant it on her. Interesting. And they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was number 1. I never really knew her. She always kept her something work between us. Her camera work between us. All because of him. She thinks I'm crazy, but she can't see she's a victim to his manipulations. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, R and S, so Rita and Sven, leave their workplace exactly 15 minutes from each other. So this is Lauren Grauber. That's what I think.
Yeah. Sounds a lot like Julian Grauber.
On Tuesday at 1 p.m., S leaves his desk with a large black tote bag. On Thursday, R walks out at around 5 p.m. S is gone by then. Never saw anyone being so worried to leave work. Something is weird. Unlike his past records. S arrives to all appointments and meetings on time. His clothes are suddenly well groomed. And his checked shirt doesn't stink anymore. I notice, however, he has massive eye bags these days. What's he up to during the night? Rascal. Okay. Oh, there's more on the back.
Yep.
Oh, just kidding. At the studio, I recognized FS. Who's FS?
I mean, for fuck's sake.
Who's FS?
I recognize Sick.
I recognized FS in disguise. Oh, is it Flora Strand?
Yeah, Flora.
Flora Strand in disguise. S does not want her around, but I'm not going to be the one to tell that dog what I know. At 11 p.m., I saw R pacing in her living room through my binoculars. So he's full up stalking her.
Mm-hmm.
She was drawing a storyboard, but the one for Murder Noir is finished, so it's her personal project. I keep receiving bills, and I deal with them as usual, pack them tight on my wooden folder, and burn it later. I missed the... What meeting is that? NP meeting? NP?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yesterday, I got wrapped up counting the
Main producers meeting.
something for August, the movies for August. I swear I'll bill that rascal one of these days. Can't believe I put him in charge of the insurance department. I called R last night. I missed the sound of her tired voice in the evening. She picked up shouting at me, but there's 2 O's. Stop calling me, you psychopath. I knew she meant I miss you deep down in her heart. S keeps playing these stupid mind games. Yeah, it's an M. Keeps playing these stupid mind games with the police. I love, and it's cut off abruptly. But he ain't trying them forever. A good scare and he'll be out of the picture once and for all.
So he was going to scare him.
Yeah.
With a murder attempt, and that's what the second gunshot was?
Maybe. Okay, but Lars, so Julian is definitely,
Julian, yeah.
So I think that's Julian too.
Because of the divorce, yeah.
Julian, yeah, and he's after Rita. Julian is definitely stalking Rita. Definitely hates...
Fat and useless, so yeah, makes sense.
Definitely hates Sven.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, Sven used to be, like, worthless, and now he's not. And wants to scare him.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Okay, what's next?
Oh!
That's at, like, the bottom of our stack. Okay, give us a second. Here it is. I'm watching and waiting. Be scared. You will pay for the pain you've caused.
So that...
Oh, what is that?
Yo, man's cut the T out of the...
There's a fingerprint on it!
Oh.
There's a fingerprint on it. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see the fingerprint in the bottom left corner?
Yeah, so there was a fingerprint. This is probably the thing that was going to scare him.
I bet it's Julian's.
If it's circled
I
like
need a
that, we
better
got
light.
the whole Shumty. Where's the...
Alright, hold on. I'm going off screen. To the light.
Freak shake.
It is, in fact, Julian's.
It's Julian's.
Yes,
okay.
it is Julian's.
So Julian sent...
This is the scare tactic
Yeah.
to stop him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Julian's fat piece of shit. Either
Julian's
Julian or Rita.
not looking great.
He's not looking great. Sent threat.
Always the German with all just secret Nazis.
Damn it, and then...
They have terrible tastes in movies, and so they're all Nazis.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Where to next?
Nima's dressing room.
Nima's dressing room?
The dressing room and catering requirements. Dressing room must be clean and furnished. Dressing room should be equipped with adequate 240-volt electronic outlets. I can't miss that again. All dressing rooms should have adequate air conditioning, heating, ventilation facilities to maintain an ambient temperature. All dressing room food and beverages should be prepared in a professional manner and would include required cutlery, glasses, hot cups, mugs, plates, napkins, bottle openers, corkscrews, etc. That was a long list just to end with etc. All beverages, except where stated, should be served ice cold, where appropriate. Adequate refrigeration and or coolers are essential. Additional requests from Mr. Shambadang. Mr. Shambadang requires an additional pre-reserved and pre-arranged lemon ricotta pancake breakfast at a diner local to a given shooting location. Breakfast at local diner for each shooting day. Meal served exterior to the shooting location at a local diner. A daily newspaper, preferably the Los Angeles Times, should be provided, as well as a daily crossword puzzle next to his place setting. Hot coffee native to the dining establishment should be served in a real mug, preferably with the logo of said diner upon arrival. Lemon ricotta pancakes should also be served within 15 minutes of arrival. Daily shooting schedule accommodates diner breakfast. For early breakfast, shooting schedule should be shifted to accommodate such needs. Should Mr. Snuffleupagus be detained in the morning due to shooting, lemon ricotta pancakes should be provided upon request in the afternoon or evening. The meal is an essential part of Mr. Shabala Ding Dong's method as a professional. Upon agreement, subsidized pancakes should additionally be made available on weekend days between full shooting weeks. Naima Shabala Ding Dong, dressing room, catering writer, May-June 2022.
So he's a prima donna bitch, baby bitch.
Yeah, he's a little bitch baby. Didn't I see a diner receipt in here somewhere?
No.
Yeah, I dropped it.
I don't think I've seen the diner receipt
Yeah,
yet.
there's a diner receipt. Diner receipt, he had black tea, not coffee, lemon ricotta pancakes, and a side of bacon. That was not in the agreement. The cashier was Bob, and it cost
Bacon.
him $39.
What kind of side of bacon is $10?
Yeah, but it was at
Maybe
on-
it's Canadian.
on
bacon.
June 10th at 5:05 p.m.
Ah, so he had time.
He was not there in the morning. He was there in the afternoon.
Yeah, but we knew he was in the afternoon because he was working on the thing.
Did he say
said
afternoon?
that. Yeah, but what time did he say that he had? It's in here. What time did he? When did he say in his interview in one of the yellow papers he was at the NEMA? He didn't give a time.
No.
He says approximately 5:15 that he was at the diner doing the crossword puzzle.
But the requirements say in the morning.
Yeah, it says in the morning.
Would this sway you into mind that it wasn't really Nima there on that receipt?
The crossword.
But look,
It wasn't Nima there.
it wasn't Nima
Tom.
because black tea, not coffee,
Yeah,
and the side of bacon,
and the side of bacon.
he wouldn't do.
He wouldn't have ate the bacon.
He went at 5:05 p.m. It should have been a.m. It was not Nima because also Nima's someone mistakenly wrote their name on the crossword and then crossed it out and put Nima.
If I put Tom, who the fuck is Tom?
Tom's the other Tom Casey.
Tom
Tom's
Casey.
the other stunt man.
Yo, but fucked up then.
But Tom looks like Nima, so Nima had him
Mm-hmm.
be in the diner for him.
At 5 to give him an alibi.
Mm-hmm.
So his alibi is gone.
Tom
Why is it
crossed
5
out
p.m.?
Nima. Oh no.
Okay.
Because that's when it happened at 5 p.m.
Oh, did it?
Mhm.
Oh, it did happen at 5
The
p.m.
murder happened at 5 p.m. At
Yes.
5:15 to 5:25.
p.m.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. What's next, Roberto?
107C.
Emails.
The what?
Emails.
Emails.
Would you like to read an email, Rob?
No.
No.
This-
Rob's crashing. Quick, let's pick the murder now.
These emails.
Wait,
with
what?
Nima?
No, don't do that. I don't want to read too many more things because if I have the order you guys don't, I don't want to fuck it up.
That's all good. Okay. From Nima Shabadabada to Sheila Gomez. Sheila, I sorry I missed your call. I was in rehearsal. Don't worry about it. I finally had a wonderful heart-to-heart with him and was able to clarify my discomfort. He somehow softened when I brought up my father. He even shared that he himself suffers from a debilitating condition with horrendous prognosis. I cannot say how much it saddens me that someone as dignified and talented as Sven will be reduced to a fate so outside of his control. Wish I could help him keep his dignity and not end up a root vegetable. Oh, planned murder. The point is, he said he'd do the caper himself, which was quite a relief to say the least. Don't tell anyone about this. His condition is confidential, and I wouldn't want anyone to think I'm a fussy performer. but I am very relieved he's outsourcing this particular piece of theatrics. Anyway, sorry for getting so upset. I haven't forgotten that you've taken care of me since I had to work the days at Securitech. Oh! Since I had to work a day job at Securitech. Securitech
Does the electronic locks.
Does the electronic locks. So, from the keys, they all have Securitech dongles on them, so they must be the electronic locks. So Nima was in on a caper, aka the faking of the death.
So she let somebody in somewhere.
And he can get people through the electronic lock.
Well, who did she let in?
Next email.
I mean, Julian doesn't need to be let in, so like.
Yeah. Well, no, all the locks were on when the murder was happening.
So
right.
Maybe he does need
Everybody
to
else was locked in. Well, why was Felix locked in but not Julian?
He never said he tried to leave.
He never said he tried to leave. Oh, I heard 2 gunshots. I'm
Didn't
not
try
gonna do
to
anything.
leave. Yeah. Next email on the June 6, 2022. Hey Nima, I'm sorry, but my attempts to negotiate with his production company haven't led anywhere. Call me when you see this. It looks like it may be a contractual obligation despite being such an insane request. Best, Sheila. Sheila, of course, I know I agreed to. It's an email. It's all like that. The earliest one was the first one I read. So this is now June 2nd. Sheila, of course, I know I agreed to press, but asking me to commit one of his capers is just too much. This prank also seems to be making light of a serious issue, which I find decidedly lacking in taste. He's asking me to do something that would disturb my whole family, especially in consideration of my father's recent suicide. He mentioned that he noticed that Tom Casey often stands in for me for an uncomfortable social obligations, and even asked me if Tom would stand in for me for the prank. Obviously, I rejected his suggestion. Tom is one of my most trusted confidants and friends, and I would never put him through such bogus work. Tragically, the man seems unhinged. It boggles my mind why you are not backing me up here, Nima. Dear Nima, sorry I missed your call yesterday. As I made it clear during our conversation yesterday morning, participation in the publicity side of Sven's filmmaking was part of our initial agreement and stated in your contract. In exchange for a lemon ricotta pancake and the guarantee of ample time to consume those pancakes, you did agree to fulfill all matters of press publicity related obligations. In your past work with other directors, you enjoyed the press. Can I ask why this is different? That's why I went to the caper thing. Dear Sheila, can you please call me when you see this? I just left my most recent meeting with Sven, pretty disturbed. I thought I was meeting with him to discuss character development for the film, but he has asked me to do something that I find highly unprofessional in connection with Murder Noir. You know that I always have held him in such high regard, almost excruciating to observe that his judgment has lapsed. Watching the people you admire act irrationally is one of life's great tragedies. Would you mind calling me back as soon as possible? I would like to get this resolved. Please give me a call, Nima. Okay, so Nima knew about all this shit. What about the prank?
Yes, Nima was 100% aware, and Tom could have been playing in for the prank.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a question? Raise your hand, or are you just like...
No.
Okay. I was thumbing through the paperwork and I had seen some stuff earlier. So we just found out about the suicide. There's a phone number, sticky note on this page. It looks like this. It's probably further deeper into your stuff, but this is what it is. And it's talking about, so this is January 1st of the prior year. So a year and a half earlier. And it's talking about the family members of Arash Shamalakber. This is Nima's dad. They're requesting permission for a physician-assisted suicide at Hollywood Hospital. He's suffering from Alzheimer's, We file this request earnestly and with our shared...
What happens if we actually call that number?
What? What if we did call the number? We're going to call the number next. We know that you're not, like, obliged to give requests for euthanasia, but we're filing... So they requested assisted suicide. And Nima put a thing down at the bottom. Everybody deserves a choice. Yeah. Okay, so interesting. And the request was denied. Oh, the request was denied. So his dad took his own life. So instead of having doctor-assisted suicide,
Nima's
dad had to kill himself because he was suffering so badly.
And that's why he doesn't.
And maybe that's why he feels so...
That's the incident he talked about.
He feels so strongly about it.
I really hope this is just a random person that was like, fuck these people who made this thing. It's in Nevada.
Thanks for calling, Tom Casey. I'm a professional body double based in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. If you're calling to find out my build and height, I'm 5'10" and around 173 pounds. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you as fast as I can somersault to the phone.
Hi, Tom. We know you did it. Bye.
Interesting.
All right. Good job, game makers.
Wait. Play it again. It gave you his build.
Play it again.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, Tom Casey. I'm a professional body double based in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. If you're calling to find out my build and height, I'm 5'10" and around 173 pounds. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you as fast as I can somersault to the phone.
And the same as...
Oh yeah, I guess you probably could have just checked the phone number with the other.
Well, that one's Felix, and you called for Tom.
Oh.
Yeah. You just called Tom's number.
What?
Why was Tom's number on the report about Nima's dad dying?
Because remember, there was Tom would stand in to uncomfortable social things.
So did Tom stand in for Nima's having to deal with his dead dad? Okay. There was one more thing that I found when you were reading the emails. So it's the security map for the studio. And so our studio where the murder happened was Studio 66. And it looks like all the doors that were electronically locked that should have gone off were in yellow. So Julian, if he really was in that room, he was locked in.
He would have been locked in.
He should have been locked in. Mm-hmm. He would have had a way out.
Mm-hmm. But so what?
Studio 66 and Studio 71 are exactly the same.
Okay. What need is the automatic security lock scheduled for empty this time? Security card is necessary before annual keys used to open and close doors. So the red one that's the one. One of these two is the one that Matthew McConaughey guy tried to get out. The first, the other stunt double. Felix. Because he said it was electronic and mechanical. It was one of the red ones.
Oh, but Felix said he was in the stunt studio. Didn't say that he was in. So which one? Which one are you saying? It was mechanical
stunt studio.
He said that he was in the stunt studio.
He said it seemed like it was mechanical and.
So that's the yellow one. Is that not true?
Red automatic security lock scheduled for 1900. After this time, security card necessary before 1900. Manual keys used to open and close doors.
So he lied. He had to have been this high door or the client catering entrance. So So Felix wasn't in the stunt studio.
Well, he says it seemed like it needed both. Didn't he say that? Or
Yeah,
was
he
that
did.
somebody
No,
else
he
say
said that. No, it was Felix. Felix
Because he
his
said
tenants
like
were
he went to
filling
work
both.
out 10 minutes later, he could open it again.
Yeah.
And he was like, "There's something weird about the."
Yeah, he was like, it's one of the ones that can use keys or card.
Mm-hmm. After a certain time.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Rob?
What?
What are you thinking?
Well, you guys do your thing. It doesn't matter what I say at this current time. You guys have already started a ball.
Well, no, we want your opinion.
I want your opinion too.
I'm telling you, I'm still. I don't care what anyone says. I'm still. My lunch money is on Julian. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
The locks on the doors are both manual electronic.
He's too sassy. I don't care who let him in. I don't care what anyone did. Do what it did, what it did. I think the Schwumpty did it.
You think Julian did it?
Just for this, he's got too many.
Well, if
reasons.
Julian's idea of I'm gonna send him a message is I'm gonna send like a stupid note like that, like. That
Yeah, he
reads to
got
me
the
like-
obvious overtone, but like I don't know. I think him and Rita, and I think there's some sassy Schwumpty.
But that reads to me like he's just like a lame-o, you know, that like
That's what he wants you to think.
he's not gonna actually do anything.
So Felix may have been lying
About where
the
he
door,
was.
About where he was, and he also has beef with his mom who got hurt.
Okay. I looked at. Oh no, I didn't look at the back of the comprehensive metabolic panel. I looked at the front, and there was nothing on the first half. So he did.
What studio were they in?
They were in Studio 66.
Studio 66.
True, do you want to talk about these receipts now?
Yeah, let's talk about receipts.
So we have receipts for some.
Well, I'm just looking at the doors that are closed
Yeah,
and where he's actually at.
because he said. So in the
He
top
said
right,
he was in the gym.
in the top right, he said he's in the.
That's what I'm
stunt
saying,
studio,
like-
right?
No, top left is Studio 66 on the Schwumpty, so I'm just trying to see what doors were actually
Yeah,
supposed
so-
to be quote-unquote locked.
So Rob, look at the camera. So he said he was here, right?
Raise it up a little more.
He said he was here.
Right, in the middle. Right.
No, not in the middle. In the
Oh,
stunt
yeah,
studio.
right, in the corner.
And then on the here's 66. That yellow means
Yeah,
it should have been
it's time locked. So,
but he described it as one of the ones that is manual key or
well, that's the thing. But that's the thing, and the security doesn't give you a specific. Yellow means it's timed, but what's the time on it?
it's by Securitech. They get to choose.
That's the thing. Like, I don't see anything that says when. Like, if that's
it-
like
it
being a little
doesn't.
suspect on my time zone. Like, I don't see where that.
I think it's just like
that
a locked
matches.
all the time door.
It seems like based on what the people said, because what's his name? Matthew McConaughey Felix said, the quarter after 5 or
Right.
5:05, whatever, they heard it, and then it
It
was
was
locked
locked.
for 10 minutes.
Right.
And then and then Anna and Flamingo said they also heard it around the 5. What did they also say 5?
They said
Quarter after 5?
They said 5:15,
And
and,
they-
then the other one said 5.
And then they went to the door that they said was the time locked one that they couldn't open, and then a couple minutes later it opened. So it seems like there was like a 10 to 15 minute window where all the time locked doors were locked. And somebody can program them who has intimate knowledge of Securitech, which is Nima.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's where it's sussy. I think she helped. I don't see her being the Schwumpty.
Yeah, I don't see Nima being the.
Like, I definitely think she helped getting in, but I don't see her killing the boy.
Well,
Like,
that
she
was
might
that-
be an accomplished after the fact, but like, yeah, no, I'm still adamant about Julian Schwank Dingle on the Bumpty.
I still
Until I'm
want
proven
it
wrong.
to be Julian.
Who else would it be otherwise then? If you want it to be, who's it?
Because I
who would-
think
needed to be then.
I think it all worked exactly how they planned out with the fake suicide. I think all of this time lock shit was the suicide happening and Nima helping out. I think Julian with the second shot 10 minutes later was him
actually killing.
That's the thing. They never got around the second shot.
Or faking the second shot and no one else heard it? Because
that would be the other thing, is like, why is he the only person? If you're gonna fake a second shot, why is he the only one that's saying there's a fake second shot?
Because he thought everyone would hear it. Maybe they all left the building. No, the people right outside the door, Anna and them would have heard it. Why did you say there was a second shot?
There's the only guy that says a second shot. Like, that's whether he's the only guy out and they're selling him short.
I don't know.
So unless freaking the old author lady, Floria...
But we haven't looked at the autopsy. Y'all haven't looked at the autopsy report yet.
No, I've read the autopsy report already while you guys were doing an interview.
I read the autopsy report.
Flora Strands has the car issues. Could it have been a backfire that sounded like a gunshot? And that's why there's two?
She's driving the jalopy?
To go to the mechanics?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so should we just go ahead and tell the audience what the autopsy report says, since you and I both read it already?
Yeah. Well, before
this shit's in like a different language.
Before we do the autopsy report, I just want to say, there's also this like metabolic panel for Flora Strand, though, for the old lady, for Flora Strand, and the only thing that's of note is on the back. It does confirm, like, she does have diabetes. It is real. Her glucose is too high, so she needs insulin to manage her glucose.
She does. So this is more. This whole syringe
really does.
And insulin thing looks more and more
it's real.
Real.
Yeah. Okay. And then the medical examiner's autopsy report. Type of death is suspicious. It gives like who it is. Anyway, basically, she says the left side of the chest holds a small mark suggesting an injection. It said that the cause of death was respiratory failure as a result of potassium cyanide. And so it says, in addition to potassium cyanide, traces of the muscle relaxant cyclobenzaprine were found in the stomach and mouth, and the victim arrived with makeup suggesting a bullet wound, but there is no evidence of any injury to the head. Suicide remains unclear as voluntary ingestion of cyanide is possible. The time of death is listed as 5 to 5:25. Yeah, I saw that too. That's where I want to go to next. Is
the DIY makeup of him not having bullet wounds, but also going to the makeup guy.
Right. So Anna Berryfield, our Anna, okay, she inquires about DIY head wound makeup. So I think what his idea was, I'm gonna have Anna, which I've already read these receipts. There's these receipts from the farm, which I know you may not have read yet, but there's these receipts, and she bought the cyclobenzaprine at the pharmacy, the 300 milligrams of it, and that's the muscle relaxant. So he takes the muscle relaxant, injects it into his pec, and he's like, okay, and has like the bullet wound makeup on, and the gun there, and is like DIY suicide, right? And then has like the super gory.
What's Xanaflex?
I don't know. I just want to say we have.
Because they also bought fake blood.
Yeah, they bought fake blood.
Raw honey, nude palette makeup, facial adhesive.
Sleepy tea,
yeah.
And then what's on the other receipt?
The other receipt is stunt knee pads, where the image of the costumes come in.
Yeah.
Arnica cream, orange juice, 100 milligrams of Flexeril, which is probably something to do with joints. 2 blue dot almonds. Don't know what that means. 100 milligrams of Xanaflex. and a foam roller.
What is Xanaflex?
Are you about to Google Xanaflex?
Yeah.
I'm sure that something in here will tell you.
So it has to do with the spinal cord. It's a muscle relaxer.
It's another muscle relaxer.
Yeah.
And what's Flexeril?
Also a muscle relaxer.
Alright, so I glanced this. There's an Instagram post of the
Right.
dude working out, so this is more towards his timing and about the door and everything.
It's at the same time.
Well, that's the thing. So
He said at 5:18 p.m. and said
but
he
got
heard.
stabbed, gone wrong.
Yeah, he heard He posted at 5:18 p.m. saying this is me working out, getting ready for the thing, but he said that he heard
the gunshot
at
at
20 at 20 minutes past 5.
At 20. So right before he heard the gunshot.
He heard the second shot.
Heard the second shot. Right before he heard a gunshot, he posted a photo
Of him working out.
to Instagram before he heard the shot.
Before he heard the shot.
Yeah.
2 minutes before he heard the shot. But he heard that's right, he heard the alleged second shot, and other guys heard
So at
the
least
first
it's the
shot.
second person to hear. Oh God, hear the second.
But he didn't hear the first shot. He didn't
No.
talk about hearing a first shot. He heard the
So
one.
we're still cumulatively back down to 1 then.
Well, he heard the one that Julian said was the second shot at the time of 5:20. Because Julian said it happened at 5:15, and then another one 5 minutes later. So only the people in the top right side of the studio heard the second shot.
Right.
Because where Julian was is right next to where Felix is.
Yeah.
They're the only two that
They
hear.
should have heard both shots.
So
Right.
yeah, or there's something. I don't know, there's something weird with that.
There's something weird with that.
Oh my god, I don't know if we can do a cipher break.
I think it's just written in like Swedish or something. That's in the
Oh.
book Google Translate on my
Yeah, no,
phone.
the yellow piece of paper is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just like the divorce decree between
Right.
Rita and Julian. But I thought the interesting part was that there's a restraining order that expires in September 2022. So at the time of all of this, technically Julian can't be calling her and can't be reaching out to talk to her. There's a restraining order of some kind. And he's definitely violating that.
Right.
Which means that he has to have a violent past.
Let me try to translate that because some stuff.
Yeah.
It's like if you take away one of the letters, it becomes a real letter.
Facts.
Oh.
Fucking meeting minutes.
I didn't see much in that.
Oh, did you read the meeting minutes already?
I glanced.
Ms. Forrest, Dan has submitted the following manuscript for potential options for a movie sequel. Attached manuscript to be adapted into a shooting script by C. Brooks, not what's his name. For the adaptation, Larsgaard would be all main characters to be cis males, of course, following the same changes to Strand's novel made for Murder Noir. So she's unhappy that he made them all straight males. Murder Noir focuses on a
Shocker.
faked suicide, and so does this one. See if Strand has other ideas before rejecting her book option. Communicate above information via telephone because Strand is unwanted at the studio. Recently, she has parked in client parking several times. Should she wish to visit set, advise her to read the fine print of her options contract. Reject the offer to option the books after aforementioned meeting and change the title of the story to Murder in Hollywood to avoid any connection to Flora Strand. So more reasons why Flora would be angry.
It's not in another language.
Yeah, no. It's a code.
It's definitely coded.
Expert from Murder Noir 2, a novel. By Flyways. Barstool. Oh my god, you're quick at reading.
Okay, well then you take Gemini and you tell it to take a picture of it and see if it can decipher the code.
Oh, seriously?
Good old Gemini. Get out of my thigh, please, cat. Yes, you.
Cat's like, no, this is the perfect spot.
Oh, you see the tail? It's like a snake. It's in the lap. It's just naked in the bottom. I got a butt.
The text image appears to be encrypted in a substitution cipher. A substitution cipher, each letter in the original text is replaced with a different letter or symbol. To decipher the code, we need to identify the substitution pattern. When we do this is by looking for common letter contaminations or patterns. Here's some observations from the text.
Oh, hey, man.
Okay, you want to provide what you think it says?
Yeah, what's the thing it say?
Doesn't say anything. It just says repetition. The letter A appears very frequently. This suggests it could be a common letter, like E or T in the original text. Word length. The words seem to be of varying lengths, which is typical of English text. Possible digraphs. There are some potential digraphs to letter combinations like "ol" and "av," which occur multiple times. Without more information or context, it's difficult to determine the exact substitution pattern. However, we can try some common decryption techniques. Okay, do them. Even AI can't decipher it. What the fuck? The only thing I get is like you occasionally get PM and o'clock.
I don't know.
Here's your weird.
There's nothing here other than Sven really hates Flora Strand, so.
There's nothing about the ending to that novel or something that happens that looks similar to the murder.
No, there's not.
Okay.
It's another stupid thing.
Okay, Miss Lover of Puzzles, you want to try to decipher that?
Yeah, no, get right on
it. You can Google check the leaks. You can check it. This is the 20th version of the script. Wow. Modern Hollywood needs to do more of that. Set 1. Description. Kurt has a telephone call and slams it against the wall in anger. Isabel and Bashir enter. Location is Studio Picture 66. Location changed to Carpentria, 2-hour transport time. Carpentria State Beach. Scene. Isabel and Bashira confront each other at the beach. Wait, who played Isabel and Bashira?
The actors' names are listed here.
Teresa.
We haven't seen a Teresa.
Where are you guys looking?
The call sheet. So there's a call sheet. I'm looking to see if any of them are even at the studio location at the time.
That's at the beginning.
ChatGPT deciphered it.
Did they really?
Yeah.
So Lily and Teresa, but none of these guys. These are other actors that weren't there. So Rita was not at location 2.
Okay, I'm really glad I didn't spend more time on this yellow sheet
because it's nothing.
Because it tells us what we already know.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe this was written by Sven, and which makes sense because he's getting sick and he's like crazy, right? So he's like, I talked to the actor yesterday. He has to talk about Nima to ask if he would assist in my scheme. What is someone doing in the business of coin mail? They are so hesitant all the time. I even shared my current health situation to convince them. As usual, I will have to do the deed myself. A shot to the head, a guileless journalist, a faux ambulance at the scene of the crime. I will decamp to the Joshua Tree house for a few days and observe the fun from there. So that's what he was planning. So there was nothing planned about medication. So when Rita was like, I'll bring medication, well, unless the medication is there to like a muscle relaxer for him.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
There's all these other people in it.
I mean, unless that's code for something. But I mean, it's kind of been a little straightforward so far.
it has been pretty straightforward so far. Code for what? What's code for what?
Well, I mean, as opposed to
I'm not getting anything from it.
muscle
Yeah,
relaxers,
I didn't get
you
anything
code
from
for
the call sheet
something else.
either.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the 3 people that are involved in the thing, Larsgaard
Are not
Rita
in location 2.
and Anna are not scheduled to be in location 2, which makes sense because Anna's like, I'm interviewing
Mm-hmm.
the press guy. Like,
Was there a statement thing from Rita? I can't remember.
Rita was not interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Rita just had a confession that she submitted and then retracted.
That's right. Oh, she retracted it?
hmm And then was like, I'm not a lawyer.
Last will and testament of Sven Larsgaard.
But,
I-
you know,
Sven Larsgaard, being of sound mind and body, make the following bequests. Leave all the cash in my accounts at the Hollywood Cooperative Bank to the annual Moonwalk Film Festival, which helped buoy my career as a filmmaker. Contents of my home in the Hollywood Hills, as well as the home itself, I bequeath to the anonymous members of the secret organization, the Merry Pranksters. I dearly wish for this organization to sell the residence, or do they wish in order to support their activities in the act of surprising the world with audacious pranks. I'm confident they will use the home as a way to promote a sense of limitless joy and occasional chaos, a highly underrated art form that our society needs during this moment of history. Witnessed by Rita. And there's an executioner, which is Imogen Rose Davies. Davies. But Rita knows nobody's getting anything. Rita's not getting anything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to a prankster. Don't know if that really helps with anything.
Well, nobody has money as a motive.
Mm-hmm. Flora Strand, I'm bringing back noir to Los Angeles. Wow, she's not that old.
No, but this was in 91.
Okay. Oh, am I reading it? Did you already read it?
I glanced at it.
Los Angeles-based writer Fleur is no one to scoff at. She has read about her. After revisiting the art of the noir, the Stanford poetry has become a veritable 90s girl. With thoughts about the future.
I'm not gonna lie, the more I look at it,
Laura Browser.
I mean, by the testament alone, like, Rita's looking a little sussy when she be signing that witness shits.
Mm-hmm.
Like, be calling that boy out, and then
She could, because if she's
and they conveniently there all the way through type shit.
if she's giving the muscle relaxer
That's what
to
I'm
help
saying.
with
Like,
the scheme, she could have injected him
With cyanide.
with cyanide instead.
a little sussy over
But
there
where did
with
the
Rita
cyanide
now.
come from?
Yeah, I don't
I
know
said
how
Julian's a little more on the lighter side, but like now Rita's in the crosshair.
is Julian doing stuff to cover up for Rita because he loves her.
That's the thing. Are they doing a little sussy baka?
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Try to stay sane at a time my career is exploding. Most days I work, cook, go on a walk, going with every deal. It's some anger issue and violence issues I have for my book deal, mostly to do with pain adequately and its connections to gender. Oh, game, don't do this. Interviewer, understandable. How do you personally channel your anger? Strand, to be frank, my own success has kept me feeling less angry than usual. I don't do well when people cross me. I'm just like anyone else looking for a little respect. I want people to honor their commitments, to respect contractual obligations. I don't think that is too much to ask as a professional writer working in the 90s. I mean, hello, it's a modern decade. I pray that the 90s are the end of such striking and blatant inequity for female writers. I honestly feel if the next decade is dismal, I might just go crazy from sheer frustration and hopelessness. What prevents you from giving me hope? I don't feel that I have the right to consider giving up hope because there is still so much work to be done. Talk to me in 30 years. If not much progress has been made, who knows how I'll be feeling. Likely not very mentally stable. Man, isn't this on the nose? He's wearing the number on his head.
What?
Interviewer, I guess you will be thriving. All big rumors swirling around town of a film adaptation in the works for this movie. Can you confirm or deny? Been some talks. It's true. I can't however confirm any big news right now. I think, to be honest, the novel is such a pure art form. It's as close as possible as I can get to the way I pictured a story in my brain. Of course, editors were involved in creating the book, so you have that in front of you, not denying their critical value. However, the film would be a big risk for me in terms of allowing these characters into the protection of another creative person. I would have to be someone that I really trust, and the paycheck will likely have to be huge. What do you think most supports your often cutting in acute journalism work? Is it a deep sense of empathy, your ability to observe while detached? I haven't been engaged in much journalism in the last year and a half because I've been focused on writing and promoting Murder Noir. In response to that question, I have to say, I don't know. I am good at either. Empathy, in particular, is not necessarily my strength, but I think that helps me write about murder. I really hope it's the 90s feminist turns into murder.
I just see it. She hates him enough, I
She
think.
hates him.
She has means and motive, but I don't think she has opportunity.
Can you find this paper
Which one?
Which bond
for
paper?
me, please? The little shrimp dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's this one.
That had that phone number on it, yeah.
That's the
Keep
last little.
the bottom
Can you find it?
writing. Tell me Sheeran, Shrunkamuggamucker, and Nemo are different, and tell me Nemo's writing isn't at the bottom of that paper.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not Nima's writing at the bottom. Like the way that it's like written, like Nima is a totally different N that says this is crazy. Everyone deserves a choice. Like yeah, that's not the same Nima that signed Nima.
Where's the crossword puzzle that has Tom's fake
That's what I'm
Miller
saying. Like,
signature?
where's the letters?
Where's the crossword puzzle that
It's
has?
looking a little sussy, like at that bottom, but
Yeah, wasn't the
It's very sussy.
the crossword puzzle that had
The
Tom's?
crossword's in there somewhere.
Tom wrote Nima somewhere. Let's see if that matches. Jesus. Take the wheel! Where is it?
I take it. No. No, I don't have it.
Ah. Nope, not the same.
Not the same.
Nope.
I see.
He just writes like big N. Like that's definitely Tom that did that. It's definitely not one of these people.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different N than that N.
But Rita's.
Rita's L's are the same. T. T? No, that's an H.
What her handwriting is, she does a lot more swoopy whoopy stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Yeah, where those?
Did you see the text messages?
You want to describe them out for the audience?
Basically, it's Anna and Felix. It's Anna texting Felix. I think this confirms that they're brother and sister, by the way, that they really are the brother and sister pair.
Okay.
So it's like, Felix, where are you? I'm freaking out. And he's like, what? Why? Can you call me, please? That says Anna. Felix replies, can't talk now. About to start training. What's up? This is June 10th at 8 p.m. So this is 3 hours after the murder.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I lied to the police. He says, what do you mean? She says, I don't know. I'm so scared. Annie, too affectionate to be coworkers. I think they're brother and sister. They're just doing their jobs. But I heard one of the officers talking. There's nothing to be scared of. Yeah, but I was involved, you know? And he says, how so? I bought the medication for Rita. I knew about the prank, but said I didn't know anything. But what happened was a freak accident, not your fault, said Felix. She says, but who knows? Maybe Rita did want to kill him. She confessed, and I played a part. He says, what? Why? That's ridiculous. Why would Rita want to? She says, what if they found out about Josie? They could think it was you asking me. I mean, you hate him, don't you? You always talk about how you hate both of them. Calm down, Annie. Where are you? I will come pick you up. I'm at LA Pharmatopia picking up some casein salt crystals for Nima's insect class. Meet me here. So Anna's cozy with Nima.
So Pharmatopia, though. Yeah, 5/10. No, it's not the same date though. That's the day before.
Mm-hmm.
But we know she goes to Pharmatopia for. Have a nice day, Anna. Yeah.
Yeah, so they know her. But she's cozy with Nima.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely Felix's sister, adopted sister. Who's Josie? Is Josie the mom? We'd have to read the tiny article. I think I have the tiny article.
Because Josie wasn't the bobsled.
Yeah, Josephine Brugger lost her footing. Yeah, so Josie is their mom.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, she's like, do you think it's asking about mom?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you hate him, don't you? You always talk about how you hate both of them.
Hate both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Clearly, he hates Sven, but does
that mean Julian?
Does he mean Julian or does he mean his mother?
Julian or Nima?
Yeah.
And he's trying to plant it on
Nima?
Nima.
I don't know. What are your
I'm
thoughts?
telling you, I'm Julian or Rita.
You're Julian or Rita?
Julian or Rita. Like
I don't
Julian's
think
got
it's
some
Julian. I
sussy,
think
but like
Julian's too
Rita,
much
from what
of
I've
a
seen from
stupid
Rita,
cuck.
she's got some sussy.
Yeah,
I think Julian's too much of like
Julian might be the red herring. That is a little.
I think Julian's the stupid cuck.
Facts. That's why I go Rita. Otherwise,
He's been
I'm wrong as
divorced.
fuck.
He's been divorced. I think Rita has more skin in the game. She's trying to get
away.
She has means, she has opportunity, and she has motive.
What's she doing? Oh, yes.
But also, Felix also has
Means, motive, and opportunity.
I mean, he'll know. I still don't know where the cyanide came from.
So we don't know where the cyanide came from.
There's no other clues, is there?
No. Do we want to do the help thing?
Or do we want to just go ahead and guess and see if we're right?
What do you think?
Well, what do you guys think? I'm Julian or Rita.
Julian or Rita?
I'm down for Rita.
Down for Rita? I can see Rita doing it. I can also see
Rita's
Felix doing
Rita's
it.
got more finesse versus Julian.
Yes.
Do we want to just go for Rita and just say?
Wait, hold on. What's the paper say we gotta do? We gotta like.
I gotta pull up a website.
There's like a website
What's the
we gotta pull
motive,
up.
the means, and the opportunity?
Yeah. Oh, it's right here. So are we closing it or are we looking at the more hints?
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Let's look
I'm
at the
down
more
to be
hints
right or
first.
wrong with. I'm
Oh, you want to
guessing
look at
Rita.
hints?
Let's look at the more hints real quick. Okay, so here's the misplaced files.
In case you're stuck, remain checking information on this page.
Okay, well, we got the cipher. Let's look at the... I think we already looked at the blood test. It showed that it's just... Yeah. Yeah, she's the one with diabetes. We figured that out.
The second shot. Okay, wait, go to the second shot.
The second shot.
Yeah.
Two shots were heard at the time of the murder. One was a blank fired by Sven, who could have fired the second one. Maybe it wasn't a gun firing, but something else. So it sounds like a gunshot. Was it her car?
The car.
So it was her car.
It could be.
That's the thing. So we were right. So there was one shot.
So it was one shot. He did the blank.
And a car, yeah.
Secure text messages.
I like this is just somewhat confirming things we already said.
It is. It's just
This
really
is not great. Yeah.
confirming things for us.
Which Rita got?
Let's see what Rita has. Rita appears to be limited in her career growth by the possessive. This is indicated by her intentions to shoot with another director. If we got that, it makes sense. This
She's
would
an
be
expert
very
at shooting.
upsetting. Is that, however, really a good enough motive for murder? Her confession also seems to indicate that she is an unlikely suspect. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So it's not Rita.
Until it goes, it is Rita, but it says
Oh my
somewhere
God, yeah.
else.
So tentatively not Rita.
The website seems
Well,
to
then
want
I
to tell
swing
you
and
it's
miss.
not Rita. If someone has a good working of Securitech security system used
Yeah,
by
my
the
only
studio,
20 is still on
they
Julia.
might be able to
That
fill
brings in Nima.
friends in Nima.
Nima
Who
worked for Securitech.
was like, he doesn't want him to commit suicide because of the thing, so he assisted this suicide by murdering
But
him.
he told Nima about his disease
Mm-hmm.
to try to convince him.
Mm-hmm.
Nima wanted his dad to die peacefully. What if he killed Sven
Mm-hmm.
to kill him peacefully?
Mm-hmm.
And then get Trumpy for his crimes.
And
Yeah.
Look, there's no thing about Nima on here.
Other than Nima's crossword,
Other than Nima's
which we know is
crossword.
going to point
Take a
to.
look at the cross when you fit out and start iron. Is it
It
odd
suggests
about it?
It suggests that what's his face
That
did
Tom
it.
was there.
That Tom did it, not Nima. Nima could have done it.
And Nima was already
Nima
like,
doesn't have.
Nima was like, I'm not going to ask Tom to do that, but then he still asked Tom to do that. Because remember in the emails, he was like, I don't want to ask Tom.
He's like, I don't want to ask Tom to do that. But had everything else was saying that Tom was already on board and knew about it.
Well,
murder weapon was not found.
what are your guys' guesses then? I got my 2 guesses.
I'm now more.
I'm pretty Nima now.
I'm more.
I think I'm
towards
Nima. I think I'm Nima.
The Nima. Or
Picking something up at LA Pharmaceutical. What compound is democrated by?
Potassium cyanide. K for potassium, CN cyanide. It's potassium cyanide.
What KCN?
Yeah, KCN. She's big, but it's not there. It's in the text messages. It's in the texts. There's text messages there. She's like, I'm picking up KCN. Potassium cyanide.
But this was
For Nima's
Alright, well then-
bugs.
Mike, who do you think it is? So we'll have our 3 locked in answers and we'll go for it. And we'll just scan the thing.
wait.
Go for it.
Secret. First insect class.
He's clearly locked in on
He
Nima.
was like,
I'm feeling
"This is
Rita to the
perfect.
day I
I
die.
have an entomology thing tomorrow morning, and I won't miss it." That's what he said in his thing.
So Nima may have already have
Potassium
access
cyanide, and if he needs
thing
and if he needs more for his thing for tomorrow,
because he's just killed.
because he's just used it.
Oh, thanks, helpful folders.
I totally overlooked that.
Yeah. So, do we want?
Let's
Rob,
think about my ignorant guesses.
Are you good with Nima?
I'm locking in Nima.
Lock it in, yay.
I'm locking in Nima. So Nima did it because he's emotional about his dad dying.
Mm-hmm.
Knows that he's about to die from a debilitating disease. He's gonna see him like get worse and worse and worse and worse, and killed him
And Jenny likes him, so he killed him out of sympathy.
Killed him out of sympathy.
All right, should we click Nima?
Did it, and he did it with the potassium cyanide, and his opportunity.
It's just gonna
He
be
wasn't-
wrong, and then we're gonna go to Julian, and Rob's gonna be like, "I've known this for 2 hours ago."
I fucking knew it.
All right, I'm clicking Nima.
All right, go with Nima. Okay, at first glance,
You did it.
he's guilty.
So that's my thing. So
Maybe it was an insurance.
is it just me, or do you see like a I'm already dying, fuck that man, glance? You fucking.
At first glance, it seems like Nima didn't have the opportunity to kill Savan. A receipt and a filled-out crossword puzzle indicate that he was at the diner eating his usual lemon ricotta pancakes at a time of the murder.
You see.
A closer look, however, suggests that Nima may have hired a trusted stand-in to pose for him at the diner. Call the phone number scrawled on the pink post. You receive Tom's answering machine message. Okay, whatever. It's all stuff. He doesn't know it himself. He asks a friend and double Tom. Nina operates under understanding that Sven needs relief. Yep. Prank suicide. Nima hid the dressing room and waited as Sven and Rita set up the prank. His ability to reprogram the secret automatic locked doors doesn't prevent potential interruption. So he moved the window. He goes down the first escape where he almost gets hit by the car.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves quietly after the injection. spent on cyanide, which he had access to via his passion for insect collecting. On his way from the studio, he spotted a passing ambulance driver actor. That's how he knew the.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
God damn it.
It all comes together.
Yep. Let's just see. Not guilty.
No.
He murdered of passion by hand. He didn't have a real opportunity to kill during the time of murder. He
I
was
guess
locked
that's
in
fair.
his office.
Yeah, no, I just
That's true. It had the yellow one.
He had
He
to
would
have been locked in.
Damn it.
Alrighty. Alright. Well, good job,
So-
team. We solved the murder.
Bitch.
Let us know
Did
if
we
you
know?
figured out. I mean, I think we did okay.
I
We did
didn't.
need that the freaking help website.
I mean, just
Nail
to
it
like,
home,
just to
but-
like get the potassium cyanide.
Yeah, oh yeah, so I'm glad you guys had like a counteractive, like, and more, like, after I looked at the Schwumpty argument. I was just like, oh, fuck it. Read a Schwumpty.
Nah, I mean, yeah,
It's,
Rita Slumped. But yeah.
All right.
Let us know
Well-
when you figured it out in the comments if you did. If anybody's watching this video, I hope they do. I thought it was
I
fun, a
actually
little
thought that was
different.
pretty fun.
Don't know how I'll spice up with editing, but we'll figure it out. Thanks to all the animals for making appearances.
Yeah. Emma? Kona?
I'm glad this was a
Atlas?
thing that
Boone?
was the first thing Rob
Hey.
put his face on. So like and subscribe and.